As per usual, before we start tonight's session, we got everybody with us except for Henry. Except for our cleric.
Not quite everyone.
Almost everyone. Really close. But we're getting there. We're gonna have everyone here one day. As always, thanks to the wonderful musicians who make music for free for people like us, so we can stream and not get copyrighted because we're not making money. It's Brandon and Derek Feichter, and also friends of theirs who all make music for free. Go check them out on YouTube. Pretty awesome. What is that noise? What is going on?
It's a nice sponsor, don't worry about it.
This one's sponsored by Jackbox. Share your hashtag Jackhack in the comments below.
Wait, like Jackbox, video game Jackbox, or like an actual Jackbox?
My hashtag
Murder, death,
Jackhack
party.
is setting fire to a Walmart.
No, we have to play push the button.
Guys, okay, I want to repeat this because Daniel said my sponsor, not our sponsor. This is no longer a team.
Yeah, we own you the sponsor.
It's mine.
Next session, everyone needs
I don't
to
know,
come
what's that
with their
burger
own
place?
sponsor.
Burger King.
No, not Burger
King.
What a burger.
Oh yes.
McDonald's, In-N-Out. I'm running out of burger places.
Jackbox, Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Something like that.
It does not exist here.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
not here. It's not here.
It does. I've seen one around us.
It's not a local Jackhack. I'm not setting fire to the local Walmart.
The local Walmart's important. Other people's local Walmart.
I'm
not
not
so important.
I don't one near me that people like to bring machetes to and try and kill people. So you can start
Oh,
now.
I forgot about that. That's Pog.
I forgot about that.
Restart it. Restart it.
Anyway,
No, let's just go.
is there anybody else? Daniel, how about you grace us with tonight's sponsor?
Yeah. Tonight is sponsored by the tomatoes in my garden. I made some queso with it today, so I'll be eating that throughout the session.
That's
I
fine.
don't think it's very good right now because I don't think I cooked it right, but I'll still eat it. It's fine.
Put jalapenos in there. They do real wonders.
Yeah.
And for those of you who can't cook, the bag sponsor is Tostitos queso.
This week's sponsor is literally just Elton John. I stole his wallet and took all his money. And so that's how we're paying for this stream to stay up. You're welcome,
Maybe
guys.
this sponsor should be Anspo because of his new his Last Airbender theme, and it's very scary.
Okay. Anyway, congratulations, Daniel, for watching the entire session. I commend you. And if Henry, you're watching this, you better stick around. We're gonna put some random sponsors throughout tonight's video, and you better know them.
At $10 that Henry will not watch this stream.
Bet $10? Jesus.
Yeah.
I probably double it.
Oh yeah, damn! I'm also pretty sure the
guys-
only one who's except actually Jess did watch like the second one, but you're probably the
true.
only one who's fully watched one of the sessions.
I think that's what
Also,
we're gonna do from now on.
Please don't say that while recording. It makes your channel sound very sad.
Does it?
Like,
Great.
One viewer right
It
now
is very
follows.
sad.
Are very
We're-
sad.
I think
very
Quinn is
sad.
watching us.
Quinn should be at school. It is 8 a.m. there.
Who's Quinn?
Insane.
Quinn's
The
our friend
Australian.
from
Saturday.
Australia.
Relax.
Nice.
Anyway, it is I think that's what we're gonna do from now on. Anybody who's absent from the session, we're just gonna stick random sponsors and keywords that you better know when you come back next session. And they're not gonna be in the same spot, guys. It's just gonna be random.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should get double XP for it.
Double
Oh,
X.
no, if you don't do it, you get an injury from
No.
injury table.
Plus 10 gold
You
for
get an
each
Oh
time.
my god.
Yes, actually, Ryan's idea is the best one.
You get
Not
injured
reward
if
for
you
doing
don't
it,
remember.
punishment for not doing it.
Oh, we only do punishments here, no rewards.
Legal system.
Does anybody else have anything to say before I go do the recap? Nope. Awesome. Good. Alright. In our last session, a few things learned. The party decided to hit the town and go to several different locations across the city, visiting a range of places like the Magical Institute of Invention to Tome Depot to the Temple of Erudition, the party picked up several interesting items and some new information, including the blueprints to an advanced rifle from a strange blue man to the location of a powerful artifact. They also met the wondrous Mingus the Magnificent and his varied collection of magical items and spells, leaving with an ever-smoking bottle. When the party headed to sleep that night, Thaya was visited by a familiar face to most of you, that of Lord Artagan of the Morn Crown, and was given a warning about breaking a deal with an archfey. Upon waking, she found her physical prowess and charming words were diminished significantly, presumably a gift from Lord Artagan. The party eventually made their way to Penelope's cobbler, where they discovered that the mold of the shoe print that they found at the crime scene of which Guinevere was stabbed, matched with the uniform shoes of the congregate soldiers. So, before we pick up where we left off, we're gonna do a slight retcon. For Daniel. Daniel, you had, since you weren't here last time, you obviously weren't able to have the opportunity to go through magic items and stuff like that, but we are giving you the opportunity to do some research. So you told us, what you wanted to research about curses similar to Sylvius's condition, and about the dragon Zethrandur. So what we're gonna have you do is you're going to make an investigation roll for each topic.
All right.
Yeah, and from there we can see how much you learn.
Give me 1 second.
Put your sponsor down and roll your dice.
Okay. Well, I'm cracking open Roll20 at the moment, so and it doesn't let me hover over investigation. There we go.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you want me to roll it for you?
No, I'm good. Okay, 2 rolls. First one for Zethrandur, second one for the curse.
Okay.
Well, you got your curse, maybe.
So, Zethrandur, you find out that he's a dragon. And, presumably a white dragon.
Okay.
Based off of the information that Cinder told you, you were able to put together that up north, you would know this already. Up north is a peninsula that's like attached to the continent, the main continent that you're on. It's called the Guidarian Peninsula. And it's like very cold up there. It's like, think Sweden, Norway, Russia, Siberia up there.
I gotcha.
So presumably it's a white dragon. A white, maybe a silver dragon. They also like cold places. But like white would be like more classic, probably.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you find out about them, I think. Because like, it's less like you don't find any specific information on him, and more like general information about dragons in general. But because it like that's such a low roll that it's not like you get information like
yeah, it's probably his name is probably like in like a history of dragons book that I found.
Yeah, like it's like vaguely mentioned. It's more like you learn like, oh, white dragons live in cold places, and so do silver dragons, and dragons all over the place, and stuff like that.
All right.
Well, we know
There are at least 3 dragons.
And then for the second one, it's pretty good actually. So you learn that there are many ways to change somebody's body. It's an entire school of magic transmutation. But only more magical creatures or people can change a person's body either temporarily or permanently through various spells, such as one you have already encountered, called Polymorph. But you also read up that changing a person's body more permanently is very hard. It's very difficult to do. So only like a high-level spellcaster or a very innately magical creature who is very good at magic would be able to do something that permanent to somebody. You would probably learn, that some of the things you learn points towards like fae creatures, such as like hags and archfae being people who really commonly change people's appearances. There's a lot of folklore and stuff about people who anger an archfae or make a deal with a hag, and as like a punishment or as part of that deal, it will change their entire race, it will change their entire species, it will like change everything about them. You also learn that another set of people that could probably do it, or creatures, would probably be like devils and demons. Demons would probably use it more as like punishment. Devils would have it in their contracts and stuff like that would happen. So like creatures like that could also do it. Yeah, and then you would also learn like many of these things require like hard rituals or like a series of tasks to be completed to be able to even remotely come close to removing them or altering their effects.
Okay. So, do I learn about anyone that has had my condition as in the familial sense in history?
No. You would not find anything specifically about your family that like this has happened before. You don't really, most of the stories you find are not about like family curses. It's more about like people who are changed because of deals
individuals changed during their life as opposed to someone changed at birth.
Yeah. Though like you could like looking up things like there are creatures like fae beings and stuff who are known to like switch children, to like swap children around. There are fae creatures who are known to take the place of children. Those could be interesting things to look at to help with your condition. But enough about that. We fast forward to where we are now. We are currently in Penelope's Cobbler. It's about 2 in the afternoon on, I have the date up, the 10th of Undalar, which is essentially Wednesday. Compton. It's essentially Wednesday. You guys had just found out about, you guys just received the mold. Penelope had just told you guys that this was the same mold used for the Congregate soldiers' boots. What are you guys doing?
Let's go to the barracks. What?
How should we broach this topic, you think? This is standard issue, and we know kind of what the guy looked like. He looked like all crumbly. And they're rare. So, I think we might not even need to inform anyone. We might be able to do a remote takedown.
Okay, we should figure it out based on the location, though, I think. Right.
Should we go back to the Archmage and tell them that there
We already
is...
did, didn't we?
But no, we didn't tell them that they were military personnel.
No, yeah, we didn't know that.
It wasn't an infiltration.
I think a couple people should go, and then the rest of us go to the barracks and see what we can find.
I disagree.
I think if we go to the barracks, we should go to the top instead of going looking around.
But what if they were the person?
Then we'd know it was the person if we went to see the officer.
Well, my worry is, what if he's disguising himself with magic? We've already seen he has some weird magic, maybe teleportation portal thing, right? That's him. I'm not kidding. My people confused.
That's true.
Okay. So I have a question for you, Frosier. So, you're familiar with the guard structure here, right?
More or less. It's been a while.
So back in Tutelate, they had a thing where the top wouldn't have to report down to the bottom. They'd only have to report up to the top. If you know what I mean. I
guess that makes sense.
As in, a guard captain wouldn't have to report to the guards under him. He'd only have to report to the position above him. So this would
They would
inform
go
us,
all the way to the top then.
so this would inform us where to start our investigation. So if we start at the bottom and our investigation leaks, then we might be foiled. But if there's no such system, then we might not. There might not need to be such an approach.
Closure. Do you know if all guards have like access to the same bracelets, or do they like break them up? Like do lesser guards?
I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure they all have purple and above.
Okay.
But hey, why don't we take a good look at this foot mold first and see if there's any like distinguishing nicks in the sole or anything?
Like if he puts his weight on the inside or outside of his foot.
What? No, I'm talking like just like missing bits in the sole or something.
Is he pronated or not pronated?
CSI?
That's what I'm thinking. You know.
Maybe he has a peg leg and we never noticed.
Could be
That's
disguised.
Roll for perception.
Yeah, I
Can
guess.
Roll an
Yeah.
investigation
Yeah,
check.
investigation.
Can anyone do it?
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Anybody can do. Anyone can look at this boot mode. You're just standing here looking at a boot mode.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so looking at this, you kind of see like there's certain areas, like it's not a very good recreation, but just like from your super high investigation checks, you can see like at the like fronts of his feet or something, like the balls of his feet, like where the balls of his feet would often sit, is very worn out. So it seems like he's very often sneaking around and not making noise.
Alright, great. Now we just recall all of the shoes by telling them there was a defect. And then we just
Whoever has the most worn down, where like the part of their shoe where the ball or foot would sit, obviously is the man.
of course, because you know, guards aren't usually the sneaky
not
type.
that obvious, but
I think our best bet is
That's
probably
not
just
true. You could have someone in like the SEALs or like a spy ring within the military.
I don't think cities have.
I think I would know about the spy ring within the military because I'm in it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the next military man.
I didn't know that. No one tells me anything.
We just met you 12 hours ago.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
I'm gonna walk away. I feel hurt. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just won't say this.
Yeah, in all honesty, none of us are very magically inclined, and this assassin seems to be quite magically inclined, so I would suggest we see the Archmage for a little bit.
yeah. I feel like this is just like the only thing this is useful for is as evidence to show that there is someone in the congregate.
We also have a witness.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the Archmage kind of thinks I'm crazy?
Well, how about we
Because
do
you're-
barracks then?
Well, he doesn't think we're crazy, so.
It's not the Archmage.
Most of us are crazy, but he is quite crazy himself.
Like,
I mean, 3 of us right now have some pretty neato bracelets. If I remember the color.
Yeah.
Oh, have the bracelets change colors for people?
yeah.
Have the bracelets gone back to like the lowest level of coloring?
The only ones who would have stayed would be Sylvius's.
Yeah.
Daniel, stop chewing your
Wait.
chips so loudly.
No, I think that's Jess, actually.
Sorry.
Connor and I have. That might be me. Sorry, I've been trying to mute myself.
Oh yeah,
Connor
you
got-
and Connor
are
also
black.
got higher access.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
reading
that is.
So that means right now only the 3 of us, or do you have to have purple to get into the?
You
Archmage.
need to have.
Would they
Give me a
know
minute.
this?
I
They
don't
probably
know.
would have been told black leads you to just the colleges, but for the resplendent court you need purple.
I mean, we didn't have trouble getting in at all.
No.
So
I think they should. No shucks. They should recognize us. I just unplugged my headphones.
Hmm.
I think we should head over. Yeah, I vote for that.
Okay, so you heading over to the Archmage's office, or you heading over to the congregate? office.
Do you guys want to all just go as one group to the Archmage?
Yeah,
and then-
let's just go as one group.
Yeah, I'd
and
be
we can-
down.
we can
And then we
stick together.
divide, yeah.
And then we
Sounds
can
good.
divide.
Yeah, don't divide.
Is that what I said? I don't know what it came out of my mouth.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys are heading over toward
Piccolo's place.
Okay. Yeah, Archmage. Yeah, you guys are heading over toward the Archmage. So yeah, easily enough, you with your 3 permanent passes, as well as your like talking to the guards right outside of the beacons, you are easily enough able to all gain temporary access if you don't already have permanent access to the beacons. And you are since you're in such a large group this time, 1 or 2 guards actually like traveler long and you like tell them about what's going on. A few guards, like 1 or 2 guards, will help escort you. To
Can I
the-
hang back in the group, like just stay near the back, maybe like with the guards, or like maybe even
Yeah,
a little bit
yeah.
behind the guards? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not specifically telling them why we're here. We just
Yeah.
we have information.
Yes,
Dot,
they
dot,
they've been made aware of who you are. And you get like 2 guards escort you, 1 guard in front of you to kind of lead the way, 1 guard in the back of you, because you guys are such a big group. Yeah, you're easily enough able to hang back a little bit, Guinevere. And you guys make your way up to the Archmage's office. There are the 2 really fancy guards standing outside of it, as per usual. They see you coming, they knock on the door, they enter in. Within like a minute, they come out and open the door, holding it open for you guys to enter.
Mhm.
You guys
Yeah, we
going?
walk in. Walk
Yeah.
right in.
Like we own the place.
Hello again. New developments, I imagine. The whole
Yes.
group this time.
Yeah, the whole gang's here. Have you met everyone yet?
Not a gang.
I believe it did,
Got
at
it.
least in parts. Yes, I met you all the first time, and then
Oh, great. Okay. Who has the boot or the imprint of the boot?
I have it.
Sylvius.
Yep. Yep.
Can you make a
I show
wisdom saving throw for me?
me.
yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna die.
More than that one, he falls stuck to the
Yo,
ground.
take Flash of Insight, so +5.
Magic or no?
Or Flashing Genius.
It's magic.
Sick.
You have advantage?
Yeah, because
He's a
it's,
gnome.
Oh.
it's magic.
I'll add the Flash of Genius, so like +5. So. Was that, like,
I don't think you would be able to recognize this. I don't think you'd be able to
Yeah, I don't think
use
so,
Flash Genius
but
this time.
wait,
Because you can't see anything's happening.
wait, what?
They're like reading your mind.
I think, my chair is falling apart.
No, if they were reading my mind, I'd be able to know. That's whatever.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm probably being watched.
Oh,
That's
but
fine.
with the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. So I've brought this imprint of this boot here. There were some silence members running throughout the street. We Guinevere here actually got into a scuffle with one of them. I don't know if she told you about it already. But
Have
we
they
got
seen me?
Yeah, you're not hidden. You're just kind of in the back. Yeah.
yeah. She had a run-in with some silence folks, with a silence folk.
Mhm.
And we decided to do a little bit of investigation on our part, and we've managed to find this boot print here. As you can see, it's clearly a standard issue congregate boot. So that presents a problem for you as well as us concerned citizens. We want to see Endair thrive and survive, but if there are silence members running throughout your military, I feel like there might be a little bit of an issue.
Yes, the situation has become much worse. thank you for the information, but I think we should probably inform the Empyrean as well.
Quick question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there the probability of a leak here?
A leak?
If the... Yes. As in,
A mole.
Empyrean
Information.
hears about it, tells all the guards, Silence member scatters.
Well, she wouldn't immediately tell everyone, and even if there were, we would be doing a private investigation into everyone, checking their loyalties and such, so... But if anyone is to be trusted, she is to be trusted.
I see.
We should very much inform her, and we would be able to go about this from here on out. Okay.
Excellent. Is there any more work you would have for us to do for an investigation? Or would you rather have us not touch this matter?
I mean, if you wish to still, I suppose you can, but I'm not in charge of the congregate, and they may have their own means of investigating these things, so you should probably ask them about that. But for now, I suppose if you could retell your tale to the Empyrean, that would be great. Here, come with me. And he kind of stands up and he leads you all across to the Artificer's office, or the Empyrean's office. Sorry.
Yeah, he leads you down a hallway the other direction so you came up the stairs and you turned right, so this time you're just going past the stairs and going left. Down a few hallways, and there's another two set of guards, fancy guards. They see the Archmage and they nod their heads. And then they open the door for them, and the Archmage goes in and speaks words with them for a minute before he opens the door and ushers you guys in. Let's see. You guys, it is an office. Like, Roshan's, the Archmage's office, is very real. It's very elegant and flamboyant and just very, very Endyar. It's very Las Vegas. It's elegant and stylish and opulent, yet like nice. This is chaos. It's filled with the first thing you notice about this room that everybody notices is that there are bookshelves everywhere in this room. There's very little wall space that is just not covered up by bookshelves. There are paperwork and tools lying out on their desk. And sitting behind the desk is a little old gnomish lady. Who else would notice some stuff? I think we said anybody with a passive perception of a 15 or higher, which I believe is Jack, Thaya, Sylvius, and Moon, I think. You guys notice a few other things. There is one of the few spaces that don't have bookshelves. You notice there is a degree on her wall, like a really fancy, like a graduate kind of degree from the College of Magical Sciences. And it lists, and it's a super long name on this degree. It's 7 names. Kumaya, Aquila, Xanatina, Calendula, Arcasis. Sorry, there's a lot. Arcasis, Lazini, Defici. It is a long name. You also notice on the desk, these books that she has out, you can see a few of the titles. There is a barely held together book called Mystical Metals that's open out on her desk, and there's a pile off into the one corner that says Minstrel's Guide to Mithril, Enchanting Adamantium, and Orbarium and Other Illegal Substances in the one corner of her desk. And then in the other corner of her desk, so she has all these books about metals and stuff on one side. On the other side, you can just make out what looks like diagrams of like a grand hall with a large center podium in it. It looks like some kind of like diagrams of like a building. But you see behind this desk is a little gnome lady. She's very small, she's very wrinkly. She has like large glasses that make her eyes bigger. She's like wearing like small little gloves, and she's working on a little tiny little like what looks like a clock or something, while she's at the same time reading. And she sees you guys comes in, and she goes, "Oh, hello! It's a pleasure to meet. Roshan was just telling me about you guys. My name." And she kind of stands up, and when she stands up, she's smaller than the desk, so she has to like walk around her desk to get in front of it. "My name is Empyrean Kumaya Kila Kalendula Defici, but you all may call me Kumaya. I heard that you another gnome boy." She walks up to Sylvius and starts pinching your cheeks. "Oh, it's so good to see the younger generation taking things on for themselves. It really reminds me of my younger days. But anyway,
How old is she roughly? Like, can we?
make an intelligence check."
So that's not one of my affected stats, but it's not good to begin with. Just a general intelligence check?
Just a general intelligence check.
Did that work? I think I'm.
No more.
Wow. Cut off her finger, count the rings. She's precisely 480.
You actually,
don't forget,
might
30
know
bucks.
her actual age.
I
'Cause
just wanted to know her granny status.
she's very old.
If she was one.
I don't know if we gave her
Hold
an
on.
exact age.
I thought I gave her an age.
I really
She's-
don't care. This was
She's
a
super
relevant.
old. She's
check.
like over 300 years old.
Gnomes
Okay.
are able to be that old?
Yeah.
Dang.
Gnomes live up to like 300, 350 years old. So she's old. Like she's old.
Does she
She's,
have
like,
pictures of her
pushing-
grandbabies on her desk?
She's old.
She doesn't have any pictures in her
Okay.
office.
Darn.
Which is kind of weird,
The
but
only
kind of
thing
not.
that's
'cause-
like even somewhat framed is her degree on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything else is books. But yeah, she sees you guys. She welcomes you guys. She's like, I heard that you guys had some important information to share.
Yes, Madam Kamai, this might be of interest to you. And I will produce the cast of the boot.
Okay.
As you see here, this is a standard issue. What are they? Congregate boot. Our friend over here, Guinevere, was tracking down some Silence members, and we managed to get a boot print from them, and managed to identify it as a standard issue Congregate boot. This presents a problem to your military, as it's not exactly good, as they say, for Silence members to be infiltrating your ranks. I don't know how high of a rank they are, but I believe Guinevere could have some more identifying features on the character. I wasn't as close to him as she was.
Yes. Well. This is quite the conundrum. Well. The best thing to do, personally have intimate knowledge upon the congregate soldiers, because of, well, they're not directly under our command, actually. But, if you are wishing to pursue this matter, probably, speak to someone in, the congregate office. Who would we trust Probably the captain. What's her name, Roshan? God.
Yes,
Captain-
Solvig.
Solvent. Yes, Captain Solvent. Yes. Captain Solvent. Yes. Go
Yes.
speak to her. She will know. We trust her. She's a good captain. Tell
Alright.
her that we sent you to do this, and she will assist you in any way that you need.
I see.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for your aid. Might I ask,
Hmm.
are you perhaps working on some sort of magical invention? I happen to notice the books on your desk.
Well, I mean, I always am. That is one of my jobs. I am an inventor. I'm an artificer. You don't think I got this office because I have a pretty face, do you? And her like wrinkly face, like smiles and like pushes her glasses up.
She could be on
No!
Meryl Streep for all we know.
I am smart as a whip, and
Wait,
so are
you
my
got-
inventions.
This is more like the Queen of England.
Oh no, we're good. Sorry.
Would you want to bar or like lend out some of those books on metal enchanting to me? You know, one artificer to another.
Make a persuasion.
Can I help the man? And I'll say something. Make it work. Like the more.
What are you saying?
What are you
I'm gonna
saying?
be like,
It
he's
depends.
I'm like, I don't know many artificers, but he's one of the best ones I've ever met. He's really helped out this group. I think, he's trying to build something new, so no.
Just make a flat persuasion. I think
yeah,
we probably
flat.
would have had you do it with advantage, but I guess that's kind of convincing. Or
Yeah.
disadvantage, we would have had you do it.
Hey, my charisma, not great right now, okay?
Yeah.
That is
You should
true.
ask them why your friend is super ugly.
Your friend needs a bath.
I ain't a good talker here, okay? I've lost all my skill.
I'm sorry. Those are private books. Personal books of mine. I can't just give them out, and they're currently very important for my research and very important for my, my current matters at hand. But I recommend, if you're interested in metal, enchanting, magic, and metal, go to the library. The Temple of Erudition has many books that I am sure would interest someone like you.
Right? Yeah. So, do they have the same books? The same similar books?
Oh
in there?
no! I mean, not these ones. These ones are mine.
Okay. I won't press you any further then.
I mutter under my breath, someone never learned sharing is caring.
Oof.
Very quietly. Very quietly.
Roll for stealth.
Roll for stealth.
Oh god.
She doesn't appear to notice. She doesn't appear to notice. She's an old lady,
He's
guys.
deaf.
She doesn't appear to notice.
100 years old. How fucking good can her ears be?
She goes up
She's
to
like a
Jack.
magic gnome too.
She's like, "Oh, what a cute little gnome girl! It's so good to see the younger generation
Are you a
out
gnome, Jack?
adventuring."
the half.
Oh.
Wait, did she come to? She came to me.
Try, you know?
No, she went to Jack. She went to Jack.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Artificing is not my strong suit either, but I am happy to be around people for whom it is.
Ah,
I like how you ignored the fact that she called you a gnome.
I don't give. Listen, I've been called worse by probably better people.
Talking about
alright?
girl.
I got bigger fucking.
She is a girl. Jack is a female.
I thought Jack was androgynous.
I thought Jack is Jack.
Jack's Jack.
Jack is
Jack.
Jack.
But originally Jack was female.
Whatever's convenient for the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
My
John.
gender is plot convenient.
Gender question mark. You know?
My gender is plot armor. Thank
My
you very much.
gender.
No, I think it should be the about equal sign. You know?
The perpendicular sign.
No. It's the you know that one punctuation mark that's like a question mark and an exclamation point.
What?
Oh,
that?
interrobang.
There's a name. There's a fucking name for
The
it.
interrobang.
Right.
No. Yeah, that.
And Chero.
Interrobang.
Don't.
Interrobang, mom,
Why are you
bitch.
asking these questions?
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go. I'm done making your mom jokes.
So, yeah, she kind of goes up and pinches Jack's cheek, says, well, artificing is not for everyone, lassie, but it's so good to see a younger gnome go out adventuring still.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time, Mario. But we must be on our way.
Oh, what the
I bid
hell?
you a good day. And I'll step out of the room. Okay.
Thaya, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay.
Out here thriving.
Thriving.
As soon as everyone leaves, can I as I've been like hanging back, can I approach the Empyrean?
Mm-hmm.
The brand.
I'm guessing you guys all left the room by this point. Am I
Like,
safe to assume?
Yeah,
that?
they're kind of like walking out of the room at this point.
Okay.
Like the door's still open, the guards are still
Put
watching
my
you.
fan in the
Yeah.
window.
Okay.
Okay. What's the temperature?
Hold on, Jess. Just mute yourself real fast.
I was talking to my mom. That's why.
Okay. Are we good? Okay.
Mhm.
I apologize for taking more of your time, Miss Imperium, Madam.
Oh, is fine.
Miss Imperium, Madam. I've heard more. Like, I know the silence has been a big problem in the Empire recently. I myself am not from the Empire, so I've been in town for a couple of weeks, and I just wanted to just help with some of my duties in getting rid of the members. I was also aware that there might have been an infiltration right next to us in the kingdom of Cirrus.
Oh, the kingdom of Ciaris.
Yes, from what I was doing from my little bit of spy work.
That is quite concerning, but wholly unsurprising with the way they managed to infiltrate the American Empire.
Is
But-
there more I should know about the Empire to the right of us?
Oh, the kingdom. Well, they're very isolationist, if you will. It's mostly elves. Being elves, if we're being honest, they're very much of the opinion that elves are superior to people, and that blah 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 blah, and everyone else is, that whole spiel. But I mean, mostly they mean no harm. They keep to themselves. They don't really bother us. But they are a very intense monarchy. I know that they do have quite a bit of power there, quite a bit of influence over the area around them.
Do you think that they may infiltrate the American Empire?
Oh, I mean, the silence has already done that, honey. But to the kingdom of Ciaris, I doubt they would want to go anywhere past their mountain range. They're quite content where they are. As far as I know, they're trying to take the peninsula, the Gaidarian Peninsula up north. They've been trying to establish towns and settlements there, but it's quite a harsh landscape. The many creatures and beasts there that tend to take out their settlements or their trading ships, and it's quite tragic. And then there's a dragon. It's a whole thing. I'm not too familiar with it, nor do I care enough. I have other things to worry about, but... Oh, it's so good to see another gnome, though. Oh, you're very
Walk
pale.
away before she pinches my cheeks because I will flare at her otherwise.
Pinch your cheeks, pinch your cheeks.
Oh, well, have a nice
Cheeks
day,
back.
honey.
I thank you again. What I call her? What did I call her?
Granny.
No, I had a name for her in my head. Miss Empyrean Madam.
Well, goodbye. I have work to do, so goodbye. And she kind of like slowly shuts the door.
Is everyone still in the hallway waiting for me, or are they gone by now?
I'm waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them are probably waiting. Roshan's also probably there, making sure that you guys know it's Solvig and not Solvent.
Oh, I wrote solvent. Give me a second.
This is why you keep your notes handwritten so they can't make fun of you.
Well, yeah,
Because they said
What'd you say it was again? It wasn't solvent. It was.
Solvig.
So
Okay.
you met them before.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's the Goliath
the
woman
Goliath
that
woman who escorted you.
okay.
Uh-huh. I
Okay,
remember that
cool.
lady.
Captain Kolakava.
Well, then I'm just gonna look at the party. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. And I'll just start jogging.
Yeah. Do you know where you're going?
Well, you guys all said that we have to go toward the barracks, so I guess that's where we're heading. Let's
Do you
go.
know where you're going though?
I've been here for 2 or 3 weeks. I know where I'm going.
Yeah. You probably
Let's
know
go.
better than everyone else.
I
where you're
trust you.
going.
No one asked me anything, so let's go.
Yeah. About that. Who are you?
We had this conversation last
Time for
week and
this.
no one answered anything.
You asked us, which is a lot harder of a question.
Okay, but still, why would I answer you? You never answered my question last week.
You have to be more specific than like, who are you? You know, like where are you from?
Yeah. Where are you from? What are you doing here? Are you just here to make money? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
Well-
because the money, we can appreciate the money. You know,
I mean, who isn't interested in a little bit of money?
financial stability, if I may say so myself.
Mm-hmm. Who am I? I'm Guinevere. I'm Guinevere.
Okay.
Is
Where are you
that
from?
like Wizard of Oz? You know, like you click it 3 times and like magic happens there.
Sorry, that's a little bit of residual. I was talking to the Empyrean inside.
Wait, what? Yeah,
So
but
where
where
are you-
are you from?
Are you from?
Yeah, and why are you here?
Well, I am not from here. I've already established that to you guys.
So
okay,
where are you from?
Why are
Yeah,
you?
but where are you from?
Outside the Empire.
Where?
Guys, it's not worth it. Let's just walk away.
Is there? It's turning into an interrogation.
I know.
Where are you from?
But like, why are you here? I mean,
Can
Are
I
you
like
from, like, a
start
different
jogging
country?
faster? Can I start jogging more?
I mean,
We are
yeah.
wasting time.
Yeah.
We have to
we
get
can walk and talk.
He's in all over again.
We
I
don't
am faster
Oh
than
my
you.
gosh.
And we're actually, I think we're all mostly faster than her.
Are you guys? What's your guys'
No. She
Yeah,
has
she's
like.
fast.
I mean, I'm
feel like
I'm pretty fast, I think.
What's your speed? 45?
I'm
50?
40 right now.
40?
I will both walk and dash and get my 60 movement speed.
I mean, I'm jogging, so I'm probably going like 30, 35.
Yeah. Also, like, the 60
Okay.
movement speed is, like, more of a sprint. Realistically, you can't
I'm
sprint
running.
that far consistently.
Have
You
you
guys
heard
gotta
of
be
the-
fit.
Have you seen the Marathon Man? Because I doubt that. Who was I talking to Connor about this? Like,
Kitchobi.
yeah, he's
You don't need to
sprinted.
argue about foot.
Fine.
Wait, can anyone actually catch up to me at 35?
Yes.
I
I'm gonna
got
guess
35? I
the
can.
rogues that can dash every.
Well, no, but a base walking speed, because realistically, she could also dash.
I mean, theoretically,
Think that
not Thaya, Jack could, I think.
Jack.
Yeah, we
yeah.
No, Jack has 30 feet, not 25.
Yeah.
I changed my armor
Slow
mode.
people.
But anyway, you're a monk. Anyway.
Aquaman.
Wait, our paladin ever put fine speed, he could keep us.
Wait a second, I have that.
Why didn't you take it?
If you use Find Steed in a solely city environment, can you use another person as the steed?
Oh my god.
Piggyback ride.
Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are-
Who would you pick though? Because what did you just pick?
What Find Steed does is it creates a spectral spirit steed. So it's not like you like all of a sudden you're like Find Steed and a horse appears.
Yeah, it's specifically a conjuration spell.
Jesus comes down from the heavens, grabs your pointer finger, and points you in the nearest direction of a horse.
That away, sir.
Oh, they're such a good spell.
I guess it's kind of just locate creature though at that point.
No, it's Find Steed though.
No, but you have to make it a parody of the song "Jesus Take the Wheel," but it has to be "Jesus Take the."
Or even locate animals or plants like that. That is
Mhm.
basically the spell then.
Jesus
Anyway,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
if one of you wants to run ahead, then
I give a
that's our
shout.
prerogative.
I'm gonna give a shout. We'll tell you why we are here if you tell us why you're here.
Well, can we do it later?
We can walk. I don't know why you're running.
We are wasting time. We gotta go. This person is walking around in the streets of Endair, and you're letting them get away with every second you're dawdling. Let's go.
I keep walking. I'm there's no running occurring.
I will try and keep pace.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make good time toward the headquarters. It would be like a 10-minute walk, really. It's not really that far. Maybe like 15 minutes if you're going slow. 5 minutes. Like, you guys are going.
They wouldn't suffer exhaustion, right?
No.
Okay.
You guys are exhausted.
We're pushing people in the streets.
You're not traveling too far on the street.
Yeah.
But you're going.
Yeah.
You're going, that's for sure.
You need to rest a bit when you actually get there, but
Yeah,
I'm doing great. My heartbeat is like my resting heartbeat is like a 45, so we're doing great.
Dang, when that
That's
assassin
Connor.
came by, it was a lot more like 0 though.
Technically not though.
Yes.
I don't know where I am, but I am clapping in the background.
That was a good burn. You gotta admit, that was a good burn. But anyway, yeah, you guys make it to the congregate headquarters. It is busy as per usual. You see a secretary, a wood elven, a half elven, like wood elf kind of man, is sitting at the desk. Sees you come in. Oh, how may I help you?
We're gonna
Hi.
need everyone's shoes.
Okay. 1 second. Some context here. We are from. We were given orders by
Are any other guards around?
Lady Kamala Defici.
yeah, there's a ton of
Um,
people.
Wait, I'm patting them, being like, guys, maybe some private.
This is the secretary of the headquarters. It's like there are people there are congregate soldiers coming in and out. You can see like there are like desks and stuff and like them working on like different investigations and stuff like that. So like there's constant influx.
We need to see Captain Solvig immediately.
Yeah,
And I
by
can leave it
order
there.
of Imperium Kamala Defici.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. And so they quickly, like, they said, come this way. And they usher you back, into one of the back rooms. There is a fairly large office, where you see a huge Goliath woman sitting at this tiny desk chair.
Guinevere is doing her usual hiding back.
Mhm.
Yes. In the back of the group, yes.
Yes.
She sees you all, Illa, how may,
Yes.
I-
Hello, Captain Solvig.
Are we now alone?
Yes, you're
Yeah,
within
You may or
realms.
may not recognize us. You greeted us when we first entered the city,
yes, yes, I did, yes.
but we're here with matters pertaining to the silence. I show her the shoe. I give her the whole spiel about silence members in guard not good. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you- any further action on your end?
Look, We thank you for bringing this to the congregate's attention, and we take accusations like these very, very seriously. And something like this where treason is amidst. I am very, very thankful for you to bring this to our attention. But you do not have to worry about this anymore. We'll be doing an internal investigation of the matter, so that way we can keep it under wraps. So, if that is all you needed to bring to my attention today, you are more than welcome to be on your way. But thank you for bringing this to my attention. Ben, please do not interfere with this matter any further.
Can I roll Can I roll an insight check from the back, because I feel
I
like
also want to do an insight check.
Yeah, sure.
Are you insinuating that sometimes cops lie when they do internal investigations? They would never do such a thing.
not like that. I feel like she doesn't look that surprised that there is a mini silent infiltration inside of her.
Yes.
Hey.
She is a difficult woman to read. She is very stone-faced. She has, to the rest of you, she's a very serious, very intimidating woman almost. And she seems very, it's hard to get a read on whatever she says. Guinevere, you recognize, she seems very concerned.
Okay.
And there is a mild look, you can just get a glimmer of it, of almost like a little bit of shock, almost like a little bit of panic in her eyes.
Gotcha.
And she seems very stone-faced, and a little to you can tell she does not seem completely focused on the conversation. It's like she's trying to think ahead of something. She's thinking of other things.
Well, does she look like that she believes us?
She does. She does look like she
Okay.
believes you. Between what you guys shown, the evidence you showed, the story you told, and as well as you guys telling the Archmage and the Empyrean and the word of them, she seems to be taking this very
Yeah.
seriously.
And closer towards the end, when you kind of see her kind of drift out of the conversation and go into her whole thing of you guys can leave now. You kind of get a feel of she's very annoyed by this as well.
I was gonna say I was gonna whisper to Thais saying, I think there's something else happening that we don't know about.
I turn around and go, do you speak any other languages besides the common that everyone else understands?
Halfling. I see it as halfling.
Thieves can't.
Yeah, no, but she's not a thief. I pull out my notebook and I go, this is so no one can see, and I write down. I'll write it. I'm gonna say when I'm writing, obviously. I'm gonna be they're probably scared. I mean, they can't trust anyone besides basically the three of them: the Empyrean, the Archmage, and her.
Okay.
I mean, and if there's one silence, there's more.
Okay.
Here.
Fine.
But no, I do think something is up, especially them wanting us not involved.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
Well, I thank you very much for starting this investigation. You won't have to worry about any vigilantism on our end. I bid you a good day.
Thank you very much.
Great, thanks.
Thanks. See yourselves out.
Adios. Leave now.
All right,
Adios. Time to bowl.
Let's go shopping.
Alright, guys. I feel like we've come to a standstill in that year. We can't do much to fight the silence
Okay,
or get
I'm
this
not gonna
stuff
lie. We said no shopping, but I have an idea for chaos.
No, okay, I've got a better idea. You know how you're super ugly
Okay,
now? and,
I'm
like,
just
bad
saying-
at
Wait, what do you mean?
moving?
I'm not ugly.
Oh my god.
Guys, we've been
Have I visually changed? Right? I just have
You're. It's not like you visually changed. It's like you just.
my demeanor. My demeanor's changed.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
alright.
like.
You know how you lost your mojo and you can't walk right
Yeah,
anymore?
you also have a few pimples on your face, and it's none of your clothes will stay.
And also
Well,
some of the
it's
times when
not-
you've just been talking to people, you could people
I'm
can tell
stumbling
you just
over words.
feel off.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
stumbling over my words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so we need chaos. How about we just burn Nordtree to the ground? Because then we can
Okay,
open
no.
the island.
No,
How
wait,
about we just
my-
kill all the corrupt cops? That's
That's
I
not
have a question.
chaos. That's not chaotic.
Okay.
Hannah,
it's not
How is
okay.
liberating a city in a civil war
Guinevere?
not chaotic? It's certainly chaotic to the
How is-
silence.
How is fighting cops not
Can
chaotic?
I raise my
That's
hand?
like-
That's just
Hungry.
justice.
No
Here,
offense,
I'm just-
Jax, but that Goliath woman could probably physically eat you if she wanted
I'm
to.
not. That chaos. I'm not saying chaos in this city. My idea involved a love potion and coke. You
Okay.
know?
All right.
Hannah,
Guinevere
just
had a
say
question.
something. Okay.
What's going on?
Hannah, can I sneak off?
If you want to, sure.
Got you.
Make a stealth check.
Let's see if I can fat beat Jess's perception.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Wait, did it go down because of?
No,
Nope,
because
that's not.
that's your
You
that's
did it!
perception check.
That's a
That's a
perception check.
perception.
Rolling against my perception.
Never mind. Let me do that again.
She's trying to perceive her own stealth.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh.
There we
Totally.
go.
Yeah, you are a ghost in the wind. You are.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I go to the Bard College again or no?
Why are we always splitting up?
Do you,
Yes, we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay.
were
Okay.
you given access to it?
She was
yeah, I
given
have
access
paperwork.
Oh, right.
to
You
the
were given
area.
temporary access for this day as well. Okay, go.
Alright, guys, how about we go to my house and furnish it lightly, and then we have a long talk about what we should do.
I'm sorry to tell you that furnishing your house is currently not my top list of priorities.
Alright, fine, you can sit on the floor.
But I've slept in worse places.
How about you just steal furniture as your chaotic act?
That could be
Yeah, but
a
I can't steal a couch. I can't.
Okay, I'll just enlarge my bag of holding.
Why
So
don't
it's
you?
literally
Wait,
like-
why
Why
don't
don't
you?
you reduce the couch?
We'll reduce the couch.
Then yeah, actually, I shouldn't steal anything. Not today.
Alright, how about we don't talk about stealing stuff directly in front of the
You are walking through the congregate.
I laugh out loud. Make a joke.
Make a deception check.
Go to the guards around and say her
If
thieves
y'all
don't
get
do
arrested
tutelage,
by the
not
time I get back, oh,
No one's getting arrested here, suckers.
Yeah,
did charisma go down though?
Yes, it
Yeah.
did. But that should tell you my natural perception.
she has expertise in it.
Gotcha.
Big fat liar. Okay, works.
It worked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's naturally a 9. So
Okay. So where are you guys going? What are you guys doing? You guys are outside of the congregate headquarters right now. Where are you guys going?
where should we go? And it seems dangerous to get involved in this further. She did not seem to truly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I kinda
Yeah,
wanna-
and I'm
I
sure whatever
think we
Dr.
kinda
Vergessen
wanna
wants us
go.
to do is technically illegal in some capacity.
I don't know.
Probably.
I think we fucking see where this rabbit hole goes. If we're really about the fucking silence.
Yeah, but
And
what do
also,
we
don't
have nothing else to do.
use your
I
fucking
say we
facade.
just destroy Nordtree or take it over in some capacity.
Okay, there's no need to do that. We can work with smoke.
That's
There's
what
no
I'm
need to do this.
Can I lay out
Do
my
we
idea?
really
It's a little.
want to, though?
But, okay.
You've
love
never met
potion.
Smoke, have you?
Love potion. Emphasis on the word love potion.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
god.
You don't worry about her feeling like manipulated once the thing is worn off. Like,
What? Hey, bud, we just buy an infinite supply.
To actual persuasion, we have Flash of Genius. We can
That's
make
true.
enemy checks +9. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
so is our game plan to convince her to like
Basically,
stage like a coup d'état?
I think that's a
Really?
decent plan.
yeah.
I think we stand a chance.
But we'd still have to fight all the other Silence members in Nordtree.
No,
Would we though?
they're run by.
I
I mean,
figure-
at least
I
half of
figure
them, I
they're-
would guess, are more like loyal to the cause of the Silence than actually to their leaders.
I think you'd be surprised.
I think because she's their local leader, they're gonna have a stronger tie to her than I think. Then,
Yeah, then some schmuck all the way across the country, right?
man,
It's like in general, this organization was powerful enough to assassinate the current emperor of the empire. I don't think like love potions or gimmicks are
Okay.
going to work very well.
But only to
not the love. I agree. The love potion maybe not the best idea, but I think if we use our words, I mean, some of us are pretty good talkers. And with these peoples that I point to you and Cinder and Ondel, Ondel,
Sondel?
like you,
Frozen.
okay, now
Big
Frozen.
names.
And I say, I mean, with your help, I think we could easily convince them.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I think that sounds like a plan.
Because
But are we okay? When is Dr. Vergessen's stuff due?
when
The
it's with
16th.
it, it's not anywhere close to that.
It is currently the 10th.
Yeah.
So 6
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna hang up and get into Discord on my phone because I have to go move my laundry.
Okay.
Okay.
So
How far away is it from Endair to Nortree?
Give me a minute. It's like a week, I think, off the top of my head.
Okay, so that's not possible.
1,
But if
2.
you get horses, and that would like half the journey.
Yeah, but we're gonna have 6 hours in the city before we have to travel.
Guys, we can
If
just
your
run it.
guys' plans works, that's all the time we would need.
It's about 9 days. Like
Yeah.
walk. It's about 9 days on horseback, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
on horseback.
Or there's a
Wait, wait.
teleportation service in the city we could afford at this point too.
Yeah.
You would have to find a private one. But I mean, you do
in
know
the
a
city-
wizard.
I figure in the city we could get anything we wanted. Plus,
Was there anything else to do in the
there's that
city?
Magnus the Magnificent. But I think he charges
Yes.
about 3,000 gold to teleport anywhere.
Who knows? You never asked.
We could check out.
Use your love potion on him.
Yes.
Yeah. God. Seeing that guy's prices boils my blood, frankly.
I have an idea for money. It definitely involves the drama quarter, and it definitely involves me when I can talk again.
No offense, but I don't think you're gonna be able to outperform the bards in the drama court. It's like the world center of
Hey.
barding.
Yeah, I don't sing here, bud. The theater is my, and I butcher that word on purpose intentionally because I can't speak anymore. And I go, that's my home court.
Oh god.
Can't you only pretend to be the one person?
No, that's in my like public life. You know, on stage, that's acting. You know, I don't need credentials.
They literally have a college that gives out credentials for acting right over there.
It's all a talent-based skill anyway.
It is. Thank you, sir, for
Maybe.
acknowledging that.
All right, I'm gonna go buy or steal a chair.
What type of chair?
You know, buy or steal a chair. Yeah, like how good is this chair? Well, how-
It's. You know what? Let's see, what
Holdings.
tools am I proficient in? Time to check.
if you're trying to make a chair, that'll take a little bit.
Yeah, no, never mind.
It'll take a hot minute. But while you're thinking about what chair you guys want and where you guys are going, let's flip over to Guinevere. Guinevere, you're heading toward the College of Magical Arts.
Yes, I am. Is that same lady there that I talked to the first time? The front desk lady, not the
yeah.
the one that's looking on the clock.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, you mean the College of Magical Sciences?
Yes, the science,
Okay.
not the artificer one.
Okay, yes.
Cool. What was I saying? Hello. I think we have met before. I filled out the application that you gave me.
Ah, yes, of course. Here. She takes your application. She kind of like goes through it.
I apologize.
You-
My writing might be a little bit messy. I was in a little bit of a rush.
And this is for private tutoring or for like a few lessons or for like full-time students?
I have a quandary actually. I wanted to tell you about.
Yeah.
I don't know how long I'm going to be in Endair for, and I wanted to see if there's like an on-the-go option or if there's something I can do, like a more mobile base of learning.
Oh yes, our remote learning asynchronous courses. Yes, of course. We provide many options, and if you're looking to get out more into the field, experiential learning is actually our specialty. Here at Murano University, we take our cooperative education experiences very, very seriously.
My gosh.
Did you get that from the Drexel website?
We need the 60,000
Sounds
upfront.
like
though.
some Drexel propaganda.
people. It's not worth it.
Isn't just a. You think this town isn't just a meme of everything in our lives right now?
Where's the corona though?
Wait till we get
Why would you say that?
I attempt to
No,
construct a
I think
virus.
it's coming.
Wait till I get to level
wait.
12, so I'm immune to disease.
You got 4 more levels, honey. It's gonna take a hot minute.
Especially if we keep splitting up and shopping.
Guys,
Oh,
we
no,
need to
no,
for
no,
more
no,
EXP. Let's go
okay.
find someone and kill them right now.
Okay,
Someone, guys.
listen, I think that we should just go start killing cops, and then when your chaos god is satisfied, we can stop, and hopefully we kill the guy who was.
We should be Robin
We
Hood.
cannot just go killing
Okay.
cops.
We should be
Okay,
Robin
okay,
Hood.
guys. Okay, guys. We can leave the ACAB discussion for
Okay,
when
ACAB.
you guys are together.
Or Congress.
Right now, what? Yeah. So the lady secretary is like, yes, we actually, if you're looking for an asynchronous option, that's totally possible.
I think that's
We
the
can
goal.
set you up with a magical textbook that will send you the coursework and the stuff through the book. It's magical, so you will write down in the book and to show what you have progressed in. You will, if you're playing music, you will play in front of the book, and then we will take that information, help give you feedback, and record and grade you as per our usual students would.
I'm a big fan of this option, actually.
Yes, it will require a small down payment,
What would that be?
50 gold pieces for the book.
Okay,
That's
I
fine,
shall pay that. How much would it be in total, actually?
For every month that you're part of our program, it is 20 gold pieces.
Got you. I will give. Let me do the first 100 now, if that math works, or 110. I think.
110 for 3 months.
Yes, I'll do the first 3 months. Let me do math quickly because I
I
can't.
thought you were saying 110 months, and I just didn't
Yes.
know.
110 gold,
Yep,
right?
110
Okay,
gold
cool.
for 3 months.
Got you. I will pay that up. So the first 3 months are good.
All right. Very, very good. Yes, come back tomorrow. I will have your book prepared for you. Is there anything you're specifically majoring in? Whether it be a specific talent, musical act, a writing, poetry, beatboxing, dancing,
I like beat.
slam poetry?
All right.
Spoken word rap. Spoken word rap.
Um,
And I think that we
From-
can have one D&D session. It's all just freestyle rap.
Actually, I was very much into spoken word poetry. It's been a little something I was into back when I was a child.
Of course. Of course. It's one of our smaller programs, but still we take great pride in all of our various arts programs. So I will have that coursework prepared for you tomorrow. Just come back tomorrow early in the morning and it should be ready for you, okay?
Perfect. What time do you open? Because I can be here.
Oh, come around 9 a.m.
Perfect. Thank you.
That is a concentration of the
Would I
the
just
color
use my
card.
tentacle to ribbon?
Yes.
That could be pretty
Hard.
Would have been so good.
The tentacle to ribbon dance.
Oh god.
Your ideas, Jess, are
Impeccable.
impeccable. Just wonderful and the worst thing I've ever.
But you've made me so I can't act upon my ideas.
Not yet. Not yet.
Gotcha. I appreciate this very much. I hope the Dawnfather or whatever patron you believe in serves you well from this moment on.
Thank you very much.
I'm
She
gonna
kind of
leave.
goes back to her work.
Haven't you been to Froyo's house?
Froyo's. You probably
You
think
haven't.
I think
You-
I have, and then I
you
left.
know the general location of it. Like you would probably know, like, because you split off from the group
Mhm.
to go
And, like,
to your tavern.
They said like where they were going. I feel like.
At this point, back with the main
Yeah.
group, you guys have noticed that Guinevere is missing.
Oh yeah,
It's
no.
been
we're
about
like,
15
okay,
minutes.
You know,
sir,
as the
what the fuck is
song
he up to now?
goes, "Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. You won't find us."
Okay.
I don't know if that fits the context, but sure.
Okay, I'm gonna
Kinda
go
get
back to where I remember Frozern's house was.
Okay, make an a straight intelligence
Wait, have we
check.
ever said we're
Nope,
going
no,
there?
nope, you have not.
I've been there before.
Going there.
You know that, but we haven't said
So this is
we're
gonna be
going
great.
It's gonna be great,
I'm gonna
guys.
get lost. Oh, I'm lost.
Nice.
Here.
Yeah, but you didn't do survival, so it's okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know where you're going.
Well, if I'm
Ever.
gonna be lost, then I'm just gonna go back to.
Yeah, like you're not super lost. Like you've been in the city for a few weeks. You know vaguely where you are, but you can't seem to remember where their house is or which house is their
Nice.
house.
I'm gonna head back to my tavern.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you have no right to call me Gwen. First of all, she will give you a
Oh
dagger
my god.
if you said that to her.
Okay. I
What's
was
the
gonna take this
plan?
in chat, but it's pretty quick. So depending on how much time is left, how much more time we're gonna spend in Endair, I want to try and upgrade my face mask to
I'll be back.
try and make it to see invisibility.
Oh.
Install glasses on the inside using my Tinker's tools, using clockwork devices, so I can put in and out lenses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like super RP this because it's gonna take like really long. But if they're, I'm gonna try and use the Xanthar's guide rules, and so
Okay.
I don't know if I need to go to the library to research stuff that'll make it so I can see invisibility using it.
Well, you
Um,
can't cast the invisibility, so you would need to find someone that can cast that spell for you.
I was planning on going to the Tome Depot and getting a scroll.
Okay. Yes, we will handle that after we come back from break. Because it is 9:27, so that gives me enough time to do a little bit of research.
No.
But yeah, so everyone go to the bathroom, go get some food, get some water and stuff. Come back, be ready to go by 9:45.
Alright,
problem.
slick.
Oh yeah.
Just FYI, Hannah, I know you don't have Xanthars with you. No, I don't want to be like a rules lawyer because you're the DM. You do what you want.
Well, we can find.
Yes.
I'm trying to make this an uncommon item. Because it's just
Oh,
a
by the way, I have
single
to go.
spell, and you have
What
to
was
go, Soham?
You have to go.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I can't.
Sorry.
I haven't
Yeah.
really been able to stay past 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you guys
Sorry
out.
about that.
See ya.
See you so
So, yeah. Try and make it an uncommon item, as second level spell scrolls are uncommon. But I don't know what you want to do with pricing from there.
Where specifically in Xanthar's were you like what
Page 128 or 129.
what section is that?
Under
Sorry.
Dungeon Master's tools, crafting an item.
Crafting an item. Sorry, I'm just looking on
Crafting
5e tools for it to see if I can look at it there. Oh yeah, I found it.
And I have a question. Is there, with my classes, does a bard come with me to teach me, or is it just like I just get a book?
It's asynchronous learning. You get a book.
Okay, I don't get like a bard.
Who starts following you around.
You don't get a minstrel.
We somehow find Whitney.
Whitney, he just comes back.
Can Whitney play two characters at once?
Oh, I'm sure that real life Whitney is totally capable of playing two characters at
I
once.
don't know if we can mentally handle it.
I don't think we would be able to mentally handle it, though. Where is the?
It's under like downtime.
Wait, are we on break? Oh,
Yeah, I'm finding it right now.
We are on a break.
Like,
oh, we are
Yeah.
awesome. I did
I
not
am
know
going
that.
to go to the
Okay.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Cool.
You speak English and halfling.
Me?
English and
Yeah.
halfling.
I have
Common.
Wait, give me one
Um,
second. I have more.
Okay, common is the English of the D&D.
I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Halfling. And I speak of the dead.
What languages you speak, and you go half-elf, not Elvish, to the half-elf, who equally would have been able to communicate with you.
Yeah,
versus
but I
writing.
don't know. Everyone understands Elvish.
I think I'm minus Dan. I think I'm the only one in this party.
Oh wow! But I also can speak with the dead.
See, what you don't know is we were once called the interpreters. We spoke every language in the D&D.
That was mostly thanks to Sal, mind you. Sal spoke like
It's
6
like-
languages.
Yeah, because we could only most of us can only speak 2 or 3.
Wait, I have a question. Is Celestial like singing?
That's
That's
It's
what
like
I was told.
It's like whale calls.
yeah, it's
Okay.
like.
It's just Ave Maria, but on repeat.
I see, because I can do that, so I apparently can sing, which is scary to think about.
No, but only when talking. Like
Only
not
when
like,
talking.
yeah. Like,
Okay,
you
mine would just be like.
you can't intentionally sing.
Okay, cool.
Like you want to be like, hey, what do we need on the grocery list? Yeah. I'm telling this thing song.
Hey gods, tell me what you need. I'm also have mac and cheese in my mouth. That sounds weird. That feels weird.
All right, we need to find a way to spend 6 days of our lives in D&D time.
Yeah. Is this like day 2 of you guys knowing me now?
Yes.
24 hours, actually. Probably like really just like.
Yeah, it's actually been really close. It's about 24 hours since they met you.
Nice.
And you keep sneaking off, so your trustworthiness is not going up.
Well, in my opinion, I think you guys are asking at bad times.
We always ask at bad times. We're awful communicators.
Exactly. So I have a question. How are we ever going to find each other?
You're the one who stuck off, man. This is now your.
Yeah, but I don't know where Frozen's house is.
I have an idea to get us back together.
What, you have message?
No, I was just gonna go back to the hotel we knew you were staying at. We know where you are. You just don't know where we are.
Do you?
Yeah, because you're not the hotel. You're at a different hotel. That's
Yeah.
right. No, we're lost. I'm sorry, you're lost.
I mean, I'm not lost.
Well, you were. You had intelligence there for a sec.
I can't wait to use my speak. Where's there a graveyard in this town?
Probably outside.
I really want to use my speak with dead ability. Oh my god, that makes me so excited.
Do you need to be on the grave, of a dead, like near the body? Is that how that works?
I have no idea. It just says as a language I can speak with dead. So like I don't know if it's like the spell. Is it like the spell speak with dead?
Can you like you call into the dark? Is it a conjuring? You know?
It's not a spell. It's like
No,
it's
I
a
know,
language.
but can you be like, yo, I want to speak to Steve Jobs, and
I mean, I don't think
you need
so.
to be on the grave of Steve Jobs.
I feel like I have to be near them, or like I need to locate. Like I see a dead
Or
person.
what
I can
message
just talk to
we're
them.
sending?
No, I have speak with dead.
Oh, you need their dead body.
Okay.
Physically, that would be really good with our necromancer.
Yeah, you need a dead body. Like you
Nice.
gotta read the spell description.
I know it's not a spell. It's just it says under my language I speak with dead.
That should not. No.
Okay, get rid of it.
It's
Hold
gotta
on.
be a spell.
Hold on. Let me. Where'd you get that from?
I think it was something that we talked about, like homebrew style.
I don't.
What
Did
were we
we?
talking about? Homebrew style?
How I can
That
speak
is a
with
spell.
Yeah, I know it's a
What
spell.
were we saying? Sorry.
I have speak with dead, but like as a language.
Speak with
The
Yeah.
dead don't speak.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They don't speak.
Are you sure it's not from like?
It's not from like my monk thing, or I don't think it's with my.
Hold on,
long
let me-
death
I don't
thing.
remember us.
Let me look at
talking
your.
about that.
You're
Oh,
the
yeah.
weird halfling, right?
It's not with stout halfling. I don't think it is.
No,
They
you
get,
don't.
like
I thought you were the other halfling.
the speedy halfling. No, I'm not. I'm the stout one.
The Ghostwise.
There's a ghostwise halfling.
Yeah, it's from the Sword Coast Adventurers Guide or the
Yeah,
Lotus
good.
Den.
Oh,
you
I did
guys-
not know that.
I don't know. Well, okay,
That's
mine is
okay.
valid because you don't go to our university. But did you read the email from Drexel, like the new one about how obviously all classes are virtual?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
One sec. I just got an email from Summit. I'm reading.
Yeah, that was probably about the
But
business.
About what?
They're offering like a basement for fall term.
Basement.
The basement?
That's
A
what do you-
basement?
what?
Is that
What are you
not
talking
how
about?
you pronounce that word?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why? They don't have a basement.
That's why I just like the. Wait, Alex, you've actually confused.
Okay.
What I was saying was like how like all Drexel housing, so the dorms have been closed. I don't know if you read the email.
Yeah, I got that one.
But then
Yeah.
they're like Summit and all ACC properties will be honoring their leases. I go, but I don't want my lease on.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Okay.
But then they
You're saying like that's a good thing.
They're like, oh, they're doing us a favor. Sick.
It's not under
abatement.
the
Sorry,
Ghostwire
I keep putting in the S there. Abatement. So
Oh, abatement.
it will our lease starts instead of September, December, because fall term isn't going to be in person. So it's like you skip fall term.
Wait, what? What is that? Abatement of the release for the fall? Wait, so what does that mean exactly? I guess.
Basically,
So you wouldn't have to pay.
yeah, we're basically not going to be there for the first 3 months. So
Oh, so you don't have to pay
Yeah.
for it?
You have the option of like,
But
because
then,
like
well, then we can come back. Like, if the winter course they actually do hybrid, like actually by the definition of the word
Yeah.
hybrid, not like then you can come back and your lease should be
Yeah.
fine.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to use my bard spells. Oh my god. I was like looking at them.
I'm guessing you're gonna try and do that then.
yeah,
right, Alex?
definitely.
It doesn't. And then, does that mean like? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth trying to find someone to sublet to.
Probably not.
I don't want to talk with people.
Oh yeah, has that person contacted you?
Absolutely
Yep,
not.
I haven't done anything either.
I mean, like, I don't. Well, I remembered I do have a Facebook, but I don't use it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm 100% out of it because, like I said, not your mom. I don't have a Facebook.
yeah, I have a Facebook. I never use it. Facebook is such like an old.
I had to do it for
people-
my high school band thing because they all insisted on doing like the Facebook like Messenger, I think it was called. And I was like, can we just do like anything else? Really anything else?
me. Anything.
Oh, Hannah, did you see like Quinn's been watching the entire time? She sent a message in the stream chat.
Quinn
for a
has-
while.
It's been, yeah. I didn't see I wasn't on the stream, but Quinn has been DMing me
Oh,
this entire
yeah.
time, making jokes, trying to get
Yeah,
me to
same.
laugh.
I keep
Yeah,
laughing
we
at
can-
them,
well,
but
we
I
can-
do
we
it
can
under
do
my
that
breath,
too.
so that's fine.
Actually, I don't know if you guys were laughing at what we were putting in the chats or what something else was
Probably
happening or
both.
Yeah, like
I mean, like the gnomes in the memes chat, pretty good. I was laughing at that one. She sent it, and I was like,
Quinn sent me this image. I'll put it in the group chat for
Oh,
everybody.
she's probably the same one she sent
Of,
me.
of Drake and Josh.
I think you mean young Miranda Cosgrove.
No, just Drake and Josh.
No,
Jesus, what's a horse? Where's a horse?
actually, because of our podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Steve. Yeah.
Superstar.
I'll do that.
Oh, obvious.
Such a good musical. The Catholic Church hates it, which makes it even better.
Wait,
I
who
like
hates
more
it?
that
The
way.
Catholic Church?
Catholic Church. Yeah, because it views Judas in not a bad light.
Yeah.
It views Judas as
It-
someone that, you know,
It makes
wasn't
yeah.
a jerk.
It makes what Jesus look like a kind of power crazy.
Yeah, little power grab.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No, I was singing. I don't know if you guys seen Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist on it's on NBC. I watched the first season and like there's this part where like this like famous person comes down. They just start singing Jesus Christ Superstar. And it's so funny. Here, let me find that clip. I'm gonna put in the. Can you put videos in the meme chat?
Yeah,
We'll figure.
if you want.
Let me find it. It makes me like cackle in a bad way.
Also, Alex, the injury table is getting revamped by
Ooh,
Quinn.
Nice. Love revamped injuries.
So it's actually gonna be descriptive instead of us having to go to a website. She's gonna have one. But it's pretty cool. There's some really good ones. Like if you I mean like
It's in
If
there.
you roll a nat 20 on your injury check, though, it's actually really good for you. So, like,
What, you get resistance to injury?
you get, like, adrenaline and stuff.
Oh, shit.
This is Quinn's message.
Yeah, everyone was just like, a cab, and she's just like,
Yeah.
respect. What is going on in this video?
It's so they're like at like a tech company or something. And so the plot of the show is that she can read people's thoughts through music and song.
Huh.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird. I kind of like it, kind of don't. That's a little weird.
Skylar Astin's in it. That's why I watched it. I love Skylar Astin. He was what's his fuck? What's his name? Jesse in Pitch Perfect? The main love interest in Pitch Perfect. Yes. And he was in the original cast of Spring Awakening. He was on an episode of Glee. And yeah.
What a good musical.
I love Spring Awakening.
I like how Whitney's staring there and just like musicals and just like a dead stare.
Wait, what?
Whitney's sitting there with like this horrified like look on his. He's just like, this is legit Whitney's face.
I'm trying to play
Wait.
video games. I'm bad at that.
You look so like sad and angry, and we're just talking about like Spring Awakening and all this music, and you're just like,
wait, do you have your camera
Yeah,
on,
roll
Whitney?
20.
No, it records when you change tab.
Oh. Okay, I was like, I don't see anything.
Yeah, you might
dude.
have to reconnect. I've been reconnecting every so
I'm
often
not
if
keeping my
people's cameras break.
I look ugly. Yeah, I look ugly. We're not showing that on live TV.
no, like you're not ugly.
Man, that's
I'm wearing PJs and I haven't showered
wearing
in 3
PJs
days.
too.
Leave me
I'm
alone.
looking ugly.
Yeah, but I haven't
Don't
showered in a
diss
bit.
PJs.
Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
no, I put my video camera on. I'd probably rather not. It's a little
There is at
toasty,
least one person
my room.
watching us, so
and it's
I
like
mean,
your guys, it's his friends.
Yeah, it's the friend
Cool.
that we play D&D with, and she makes super cool homebrew
Yeah.
stuff that you guys have access to because you're friends
Yeah.
with us, and that we give you. And it's a lot. She created the injury table, or at least she showed us the injury table. That
used to our detriment.
you
So wait.
have not
Yeah,
experienced
none of you-
an injury
I mean-
yet. None of you
That's
have.
true.
There's literally 8 of you, and not a single one of you feel your
The
constitution
only time we roll well, Hannah.
is on.
Zalek
Your
almost
injury
got
save.
one,
That's
but then
it.
we figured out that she shouldn't
Yeah.
have died.
Yeah, because there's
you should have
the
10 hit points left,
Yeah.
man. So wait, I have a question. Do you roll it if you get knocked out, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get knocked to 0 hit points and you're not outright dead,
Yeah.
you roll a Constitution saving throw, which is this, and it's essentially a concentration check, because the DC is 10 or half the damage taken.
Mhm.
So like the amount of damage you took, it would have been like pretty much impossible.
I think it was
to,
like a
like
23 or
if you take,
something.
yeah, like because if you take like if you like fall to like a I don't want to say disintegrate because that has its own rules, but if you
Yeah.
fall to like a fireball,
Mhm.
which is like a 5th level fireball, and it does like 48 points of damage to you, it's like nearly impossible unless you're proficient in it. In Constitution saving throws to pass something like that. Like
who can be proficient in Constitution saving throws? Most classes.
sorcerers, fighters, barbarians.
Barbarians? I think barbarians are.
Yeah,
that would
barbarians.
make sense.
Or no,
Sorcerers are
fighters
fine.
might be proficient in Dex and Strength, not
Mhm.
Con. Yeah, there's a few, but I know sorcerers are because it's really weird that sorcerers have
Actually,
it.
makes no sense.
Honestly, hot take: sorcerers should be Constitution casters, but Constitution casters are OP, so you don't have
Yeah.
those.
Constitution casters, they're awful.
Awful, the worst. But physically speaking, it makes more sense for a sorcerer to be a Constitution
Mhm,
caster.
mhm.
Do you know my favorite, like I was looking at like some like builds online. There was someone who did what, like a multi-class between like a druid and a barbarian, but they were like the druid that like turned into like a bear.
Ooh.
I think it's like the spirit of the totem bear or something.
Because then your unarmed strikes are better.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
like you are basically up. You can turn into a bear, and then when you die from bear form, you're a barbarian. I think that's really funny.
Rage as a bear.
I think you can rage as a bear, which is also super funny.
The bear.
Yeah.
is
Okay.
angry.
So the only classes that have proficiency in Constitution saving throws is artificers. Apparently, I think I clicked the right artificer. Let's make sure. Yeah. Artificers, barbarians, fighters, and sorcerers.
Huh.
Yeah. So they have one thing going for them. That's that they have.
Sorcerers have.
I don't know why you guys hate sorcerers so much. They can be cool.
I don't hate sorcerers. I
No,
played one of my
sorcerers
other
are
games.
super cool.
They're just squishy.
Oh, and fighters. Forgot about those.
Yeah,
No, you include fighters.
I did. Okay. Good.
Yep.
the first time, yeah.
Good.
What are you waiting for, Evan?
Is everybody here? Evan, are you here? Speak now. He's not here.
What
No.
a nub.
What a
It's a minute
nut.
late. It's a minute.
Hold on, I'm gonna call him.
Connor, can you hear
Oh yeah, we
us?
need
Can
to
you
put in
put
little
in
things
there?
for Henry, who probably won't actually watch the video.
Yeah. Give him one now.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsor.
Let's
Wait.
see.
Yeah.
Doing a sponsor?
Henry, you'll be doing a sponsor segment next week. The sponsor is tortillas. I expect you to make a tortilla-based dish for tomorrow and eat it on stream.
For tomorrow?
Why tomorrow?
Or do you mean
Very
for
heavy
next
Oh,
Yeah.
not
week?
tomorrow, next week. Oops.
You can do homemade chips with that.
Yeah, homemade chips is a possibility. Tacos, burritos, fajitas, anything.
Okay.
There's even some help.
Back.
Return.
Okay. I think this sponsorship we should get. I'm really in the mood for sweets right now. I think next week we should be
Alex?
Sponsored by
cookies.
Popsicle.
Turkish delight.
Popsicle. Okay, that works.
I
Popsicles.
thought you were eating like a taco.
Wait, that's not hard for him to make. You can buy them. You gotta make it
like a mango.
Well, no, I'm
popsicle or
saying
something.
now we're sponsored by Popsicles
Can
because
you
I'm
look at
eating
the grocery
something.
store? You can buy anything.
But yeah, he does work
What
at a
is our
grocery store.
slogan for being sponsored by Popsicles?
It's our little Henry.
How many
Wait, why are
words
you
does
so
it take
Did
to
he
get
leave?
to the center of this popsicle stick?
Popsicles.
It's not popsicle. It's
No.
popsicle.
Y'all licking popsicle sticks?
No, it's a dolly.
I said,
Okay.
how many licks does it take to get to the center of a
Wait, Soham's not here.
So I'm
Shut
done.
up.
Okay.
You just take one bite and you're done.
Okay.
Popsicle. Nope.
Think
I'm sorry,
that
yes,
is
I
Your
would speak
popsicle
wrong.
sticks.
Sensitive teeth, much.
Right. It's
you
quite
told me
clear
that
our
you
sponsor
listen
should
to
be
that man.
Milkshake, and that's the end of it.
I agree.
Say
Warlocks
milk
should use
sticks, or-
intelligence.
Milkshake.
Intelligence is.
All right,
different
back to the
than
session.
We're ready to go.
Anyway, continuing on, main group, we are back to you. You guys are still arguing in front of the congregate headquarters. What are you guys doing?
I thought
Where
we
you
were
guys
heading back to Frozen's house.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think he's got to buy furniture.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do. We don't have to RP it. You can just give me gold
Um,
costs. I will haggle with
Okay, so
Well, are you going to do that now? Like go off and.
okay.
what are you people doing?
Well,
Are you just gonna chill in Frozen's house or like what's going on?
I'd like to
You
go to
wanna-
the library real quick.
Okay, you want to go to the library. Frozen's gonna go buy or steal furniture depending on how expensive they are. You're gonna go buy a magic item. What's Thea and Jack doing?
Man, I really wish we would stop splitting
Yep.
up.
It's another shopping
too.
episode, guys.
Another shopping episode.
I mean, I don't really have any
Wait
shopping.
for bed.
You don't have to do shopping. You can go with the library. You can go back to the Frozen's house. You can go steal stuff with Frozen or buy stuff depending on how you feel.
What's the sketchy part of town? Do I know that piece of information?
Okay.
Make an intel. You haven't
You
really
haven't
seen
really
a sketchy
been here
part
enough,
yet.
but I'd say by your
Guinevere
nature
would
of
know.
Should I just
Dang.
turn into a
Wait,
guard and be like,
where's Frozen going again?
to buy
Yeah.
furniture.
Or steal it.
But by your layout of cities, I'd
Okay.
say I'd give you an intelligence check to maybe find a place that could be, if you want to go look for it.
Power.
It could be
Oh, wait, Bertrand's going to buy shit. Other people are going to the library, right?
At least
Yes.
Connors. We'll
Sure.
say
I
Yttrium
guess
is going
I'll,
with
I guess I'll
Connors.
go to the library.
Cinder.
We're killing it.
Okay.
I know
Yeah,
nothing.
you have no idea. This city is so weird and foreign to you. You have no idea. You're lost. But you still can do stuff. You don't know where to go if you define the sketchy part of the city, but
I'm just gonna ask someone near me if it's a guard, because we're outside the congregate, barracks, right?
yes.
If we're still together,
Arrested.
if we're still together and you want to find a shady part of town, I can just tell you, like, just so you know, you can just walk around the perimeter. It's pretty shady there.
Yeah, I think I would head to the drama quarter. I'm gonna meet back at the house.
What are you planning on doing on the drama quarter?
Just walk around.
Drama.
Insight check.
You're out there.
Your
I'm
memory
not
is
there,
so
I know.
bad. Like, you can't lie to me. Like, what are you doing in the drama quarter?
Just walking around. I just want to see what's there, man. I'm intrigued.
Hold on,
I
I'm gonna be-
promise.
Alright,
I
alright.
know, sound like I'm lying, but I swear to you, I'm actually telling the truth.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
just
Yeah. Looks like we're splitting up again. Let's meet up at Frozier's house. I think he needs to get furniture. So
Yeah.
let's meet up
What
like
time?
in the
In the
evening, like
evening?
around sunset.
sick.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on with Guinevere, but
And everyone, while we're gone, think about like how we're gonna spend the next 5 days as we wait to do things for
hard, cold floor.
that involves less splitting up and more, not.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. We're doing the split up again. Okay, I need to know where everybody's going. Okay, Virgin's gonna go buy steal furniture.
I
We
said
got-
that as a joke.
You said that's a joke. Okay, if you're not gonna go actually buy or steal furniture, that's fine. We can just say like you spend so much money on furniture, and you head back to your house, or you go back to the library.
We'll just follow the biggest group.
Okay, Thaya, what are you doing?
I'm walking towards the drama quarter. I'm asking the guard, and I'm asking to point me in he or she to point me in said direction, and then I'm walking.
Okay, what is Cinder doing?
Go into the library.
Is Jack going to the library?
Yeah, I'll go to the library.
Jack.
Well, may as well stick on Yttrium in that group as well.
Yttrium and Moon.
Oh yeah.
And Moon will also be at the library. Of course, Moon would be at the library.
Wait, Frosian isn't buying and stealing furniture?
No,
Okay.
no, he's not. It doesn't do. Awesome.
And
Okay,
Daniel.
so let's deal with.
Sylvius is.
Yeah, Sylvius is gonna go buy, or go seek out estimation stored a magic item. Let's start with the largest group then. Yeah, so everybody that's at the library, Cinder, Jack, Frosian, Yttrium, and Moon. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just gonna vibe, or are any of you guys looking for anything specific? Looking to talk to anybody specific? Looking to pray?
Yeah, Cinder's gonna try to find similar books to what he saw in the
Okay.
Imperium's office. It's like enchantment.
Okay, we'll go through everybody once, and then we'll go back and do investigation checks for everybody. Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing all of this down. Jack, are you looking for anything, or wanting to talk to anyone, or going to pray, or?
I was wondering if I could figure out a little bit more about how the guard is set up in this city. For the sake of, I mean, clearly something is going on there, and I don't really even know how it works in the first place.
Okay, so
So,
you're trying to find out more about the congregate. Okay.
yeah, basically.
Okay. And Frosian? Is there anything you're looking for?
Can I look for like local news bulletins about like how far spread the silence is in other cities and stuff like that?
Okay. All right.
Yttrium and Moon, Henry and Zoham, if you've made it to this part of the video, type the word book in general chat, no context whatsoever. And also you can message us in the private chats and say if you want to research stuff, and we'll retcon it at the beginning of next session.
If we don't get the responsive book by the end of next session, by the beginning of next session,
Then
well,
you missed your chance.
we'll
Sorry
kill
about that.
well, no.
You will be burned at the stake.
Tree table.
No, we'll just know and silently
Yeah.
judge you for it, and also verbally judge
Yeah,
you for it.
probably.
You'll know next week.
You'll find out next
I'll
Thursday.
come to your house, fuck your wife.
Good news is they're not married.
From what you know.
I mean, we don't know that.
I've been to Soham's house. I believe in
Are you
confession.
in
I
his
did say it was gonna be
Child
now.
brides exist, y'all.
Okay.
That is bad. None of our friends would do that, internet. Henry and Soham are both upstanding citizens who wouldn't take child brides.
Eastern society.
all
You never know.
Eastern society.
I
Am I
think we
right?
can all
Stop
vouch
it.
for that, but I also don't know that we can entirely vouch that Henry's an upstanding citizen. But that's just
That is, yeah,
We
okay.
cannot
You
say
got him
that
there.
online. We
That's true, I
cannot
probably
say
should
that
say
Henry
online.
is a good person
Okay.
inside. He wants
That's
the
true.
best.
Okay.
But going on. Moving on with their lives. Cinder, okay. Make an investigation check.
All right. Hey.
Nice. You would find, you can find, several of the books, like several, or at least similar books to the ones that the Empyrean had. You can probably find a book about Mithril. You can find another book about adamantium, or like all combined into one book
Yeah.
about like different metals and then their processes and then their uses in magic.
Exploring and chanting.
You do not find anything on Arumbarium. It does not seem, you cannot find anything. It seems to be fairly either exotic, new, or really rare,
Are you asking anyone
or
about
just
it?
so unknown.
Or are you just looking on your own?
Oh.
Because there's still the library attendants who are like,
Following you around, making sure you don't
Yeah.
steal books.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask
Which you
them.
definitely can do.
I'll ask them if they have
you
any
up.
like secret vaults of books that they keep from the general public.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, best.
Best stat.
ooh,
Add Flash of Genius.
12.
Yeah, so you your library attendant is a dwarven woman. She kind of looks at you funny. She says, not that I know of, but I mean, even if we did, I wouldn't be able to take you there.
Can I insight check her, see if she's lying about not knowing about it?
She seems slightly tense. Like, looking at her, she seems a little bit tense. And she's kind of like looking around just a little bit, but like nothing too suspicious.
Okay, but then I'll ask, but you don't know anything about books pertaining to Arumbarium?
Arumbarium. Let me make a quick. Where just gonna roll like a luck check, essentially. Just to see whether this lady knows about Arumbarium or not. So probably about 15 or higher, she would know something about it. 14 lower, she doesn't. Ooh.
Can I do Flash of Genius on that?
Can't
Nah,
you flash
no,
of genius for
flash
a
of
luck
genius
check?
wouldn't
No.
I've never heard of that. No, I'm sorry. If you probably have to go talk to some of the head librarians, or the priestesses. They might know something. They're very, very smart individuals.
Alright, well, I'll just keep looking at the 2 elements I know so far, and then I'll pursue that later.
Yeah, the books you do have go into incredible detail about how to enchant metals and how different metals can be used to enhance enchanting. And like different rituals to get certain different kinds of objects and stuff like that. So you spend a lot of time learning about different metals. Next person, Jack, I believe.
Yeah.
Jack? Jackie boy girl. Awesome. Jack. Make a investigation check. I don't know why I was stalling. I was thinking either history or investigation.
Oh.
Nice.
Pretty good. Yeah, okay, I actually have to pull up something really fast. Just to make sure I have it right. Okay. So you learn a little bit about the congregate. You know that you learn a little bit about the political system of the American Empire, at least before it was, pretty much rapidly destroyed by the Silence. So you know that the American Empire was ruled by an empress. Her name is Empress Toyoshara. She was a very well-respected and well-liked ruler. She was very kind to the people. Underneath her, it was something called the Arcane Senate. The Arcane Senate was made up of 18 individuals. So 9 of them were archmages. 9 of them were called archmages. 9 of them were called Empyreans. The archmages were technically the heads. They were the presidents, essentially, of their different colleges and their specific cities. So, because each city is, based around a school of magic, and then there's Endair, who just exists and vibe, quite literally. And then the Empyreans are elected individuals by the city. So the Archmage is an inherited position, chosen by meritocracy. Empyrean is an elected position. Beneath the Arcane Senate, there are 2 sections of essentially military / law, officers of the law. So there are the Wardens, which you've met several of them before. Wardens are usually spellcasters. Most of them are wizards. They are very much you met Nala. They are very high level spellcasters who go around and help different cities and towns fix problems of a more magical nature, or to try to solve problems in magical ways. There's less of them. It's a much smaller organization than the much larger organization known as the Congregate. The Congregate is essentially the name for the military. This includes any towns guards, any city guards, just your normal soldiers. Those are all part of.
Okay, so they're military police.
Yes, they're military police, but there are different sections of them.
Right.
So some of them are towns guards, and they grew up they were trained as towns guards, and they stayed as towns guards. Some of them are soldiers, so they were sent out for military expeditions or to help solve various problems. All of them were trained, though. You would find out this. The Congregate soldiers were all most of them, if not all of them, are trained at a special training camp, essentially boot camp in Kvishnir. Kvishnir, I will pull it up on our little map. Give me a minute.
Isn't that the Boom Boom City?
Yeah, it's the Boom Boom City. So it's all the way in the north. it is surrounded by the Horseshoe Bluffs. Kavishir is the city of evocation. They are very much a very heavy military. They're probably the heaviest military presence in that city, even including Tutelai. And Tutelai has a very, very large guard presence, not just because of the congregate, because it's the capital, but it also has like royal guards, essentially, like the Empress's guards when the Empress was still alive. In Endair, you find out that although most of the time wardens and congregate are very separate things. They work together, but they're very separate. In Endair, because of the unique nature of the city, most wardens are much more integrated into the congregate, and so they will have positions. They will often be congregate soldiers who were former wardens who became congregate soldiers. So it's much more likely that the soldiers in Endair would possess magic. Whether that be, and that can be all kinds of magic, because the wardens don't exclusively teach wizards, although that is mostly what they teach. So the congregate soldiers in Endair have a much more wide variety of magic and backgrounds than in other cities. You would know, you also learn, sorry, this is a lot, I know, and I'm ranting, that the congregate soldiers in Endair are you talking to the individual who is with you, like your library attendant, essentially. You find out that there has been an increasing amount of soldiers within the past few years, like officers,
right in the city.
In Endair, yes. And that ever since the Silence tried to take over Endair, the guard presence has increased dramatically.
Okay. Interesting.
And oftentimes, and they also probably mentioned something along the lines of, like, especially now, like, with the Festival of Creativity coming up, there's probably going to be a much higher guard presence as well. But as much as this has been ramping up a lot quicker than it normally does before the festival.
Yeah, like, around the Festival of Creativity, there usually is a larger amount of guards. It makes sense. Like, the thing that protects their city is vulnerable.
Like, lots of tourists. It's a great festival.
Yeah. It is, so it tends to draw a large crowd. So oftentimes the guard presence in the city tends to increase at that point, which makes sense. But this has been to a level that this person has not seen.
Noted. Okay.
All right, and Frosian. So make an investigation check. Nice. So talking to yours is less about book reading. Yours is more about asking the different library attendants for what they've heard, what news that they've heard, have they written down any news. You find out a little bit. You find out that the city of Morai has not been conquered by the Silence yet. Certain cities have been conquered that the temple has been keeping track of, as far as like terms of, do they still have messages being received from them, or are they still gaining any communications? Are there people in those cities okay? Shakeen is obviously totally destroyed. Tutelai has been under strict watch, and they have lost contact with the temple in Tutelai. Other than through sending messages, they have not been able to transport people or books to and from the temple in Tutelai. Morai, they still have contact with. They still have contact with most of them. Yeah, the only one they have especially lost contact with is Tutelai, Their contact point in Nortree has also gone. They've been getting less and less replies from them, or less and less sending messages from them. From what you know, Kvishnir and okay, I gotta make sure I'm getting the correct cities. But when I say this stuff, because I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. Okay. You wouldn't find Kvishnir, Hathor, and Shungting are still in the process of battling the Silence. Like, it is an active, those are active war zones, technically. You don't know how bad the fighting is, how often the fighting is. You do know that there is still fighting going down constantly in those cities. Morai seems to be doing pretty good, though. And they're trying to contact them, and they're starting to get a good communication line going through to them. And they've also had established a good communication line with Genesis, who has become very religious for some reason. They have from what they've heard, you learned that the Genesis, the entire college, gone. And instead, to reinstitute order, the temples in the area have started to institute a kind of like religious rule over, like a theocracy over the people, and in order to keep order and to not have anarchy break out. I think that is everything.
So then we can go to Thai and Sylvia separately, I guess?
Yes, let's do Sylvia's.
Alright, slick. I'll walk over to the Tome Depot. I want two things.
Mhm.
One, scroll of see invisibility, and two, I want to know how much. Yeah, I want to ask Mingus a couple things.
Okay. So, invisibility. Let me check what level that is. I think it's second.
It's second.
Yeah. Okay, so it would cost 150 gold pieces.
For the scroll?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. What are you able to do for 100?
100? Maybe. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
He kind of like looks you up and down, like taking in what you are.
One spellcaster to another.
Well, maybe we could combine it with some other deal, maybe? I do love giving discounts, but only for those that I know will be buying much or for returning to my place of business.
Excellent, I think we can work something out. My party is interested in perhaps a wish of yours.
A wish?
Not something quite as extravagant as destroying an entire city, but we do seek expedient travel to Nortree. And if you'd be able to provide something of that, a quote perhaps, and see if we're interested.
Kind of stares at you really long. Make another persuasion check.
Alright. Oh jeez, I threw that so violently.
Yeah, and it got a violent number too. Well, I don't know where you heard about my wonderful abilities. I do have the capabilities to grant many wishes from many different people. But it always comes at a bit of a cost. What would you be willing to pay, I wonder?
I assume you don't want just gold for it. Fine.
Well, I mean, I love anything shiny, for being honest, anything that makes me look great. But I do tire of just plain gold.
Okay. Hannah, quick question. What race is this guy?
He
I think
looks human.
Sweet. Good to know. Well, I'm sure an educated man such as yourself knows of a little place known as the Feywild. I just so happened to be a tourist passing through from there. And I got myself a few souvenirs. I reach through my bag and I pull out... It's not much, but I'm sure a man such as yourself could find use in these things. I pull out the Jello Willow Leaf and some of the quote-unquote blackberries.
Yes. What did I say the leaf did again?
We were walking through the Feywild. There are some trees. The leaves looked like they were made of Jello. I plucked one.
That's right, they did.
You just look cool, man.
Well, the berries do interest me, and I would accept them as an offer to decrease the price of your spell scroll. As for a teleport, that is not too extravagant of my power. How many would I be needed to transport?
Do some quick math.
There's 8 of you.
I think there's 8.
Yeah. It would be 8.
I don't know if I want to just leave my home here, though. I'm quite Are you asking me to transport you, by the way?
Any method you can. I'm sure a man such as yourself knows teleportation circles around the
Please,
area.
child's play. I don't need teleportation circles to get to where I want. But I do require a bit of a cost, a trade, if you will.
Like I said, I didn't say, but I'm willing to do any work.
Well,
that you would
I
require.
am a purveyor of magic items. And I would love a magic item. Something so precious, so wonderful. If you can get me something like that, well,
I think we
win
could
it.
perhaps work something out. If you know of any magic items around the Nortree area that are perhaps dangerous to obtain, something out of your way, me and my group of adventurers would be more than happy to claim it for you as payment.
There is, well, there, you could do me a favor. I do have a bit of, a rival with one of the, magic shops there. He's quite frustrating, and he looks very annoyed. You have not seen this man angry before, and this is the closest you can see this man is getting to angry. Like, he looks annoyed.
Tell me more.
And I would love if his shop's reputation or his items were to perhaps go missing. There was a break-in a few months ago, and many of the items that he had were stolen, but many of them were returned after a kind hero returned them all. Or at least most of them. If you could please go find them for me, well...
The hero or the shop?
The shop. The items. If you can get me some items, if you can make his shop seem less,
Full.
Full is a good word for it. Return some of them to me, maybe? Well, I would do it. As long as you did it within a certain time frame of being there, of course. I do have a business to run, and I do not want to be scammed.
No, of course, that's not mine. That's not how I get my kicks.
If I transport you there, I can close my shop for the day. I can maybe take a deep, nice, relaxing vacation to Nortree. See what's up there. See what's cool, what's hanging out. Maybe, just maybe, within that day, the day that I transfer you, within 24 hours, you and your group of adventurers return to me with, how about at least half the stock of the store?
How big is the operation?
It's not particularly large. It's called spelunking. It's run by this tiefling man. He kind of like spits when he says that name. He kind of like fixes his opulent outfit. Tiefling man named Courage Rekdar. He is a thorn in my side. Let's go with that. And has always managed to just get the magic items that I want. And if you could go and take some of his more prized possessions from him, then I would, well, if you can get them, I would more than happily teleport you there, and if you would need teleport anywhere else, well, I would be open to discussion.
Excellent. I think that this works very well for the both of us.
Good.
I'll need to discuss this arrangement with my party, of course, as they are not here to represent. But if you have any... No. One more question for you. For
Yes.
this scroll, I'm trying to inscribe it into a magic item, a set of glasses. How much do you think that would cost me in materials?
In materials? At least 200 gold pieces.
Alright, that sounds good.
You would
Thank
probably,
you very
by the way, you would probably also need some materials, some nice gems, probably. I highly recommend checking out some clear gems. Those tend to have properties that might help, but... Is there anything else you would like to buy? I have many different things. You look like you are in need of a cloak, good sir. Do you want a cloak?
No. But, do you sell shoes? Magic ones, of course.
I currently do not have shoes in my stock, but I can procure them because I can grant any wish.
Excellent. Well, I'm in the market for shoes that make me run faster. But, as they're not in stock at the moment, we'll return to you with my group's decision, and we'll see if we can work something out with the shoes from there.
Good, good, good. And remember, if you need anything else, or if you have any more friends that want to stop by and buy stuff, just send them my way. I will have plenty of stock for them. There'll be plenty of things because you haven't been buying anything, which is quite rude, by the way. Kind of like looks at you like you forgot. Like, oh, yes, that. I forgot. But still, send them my way.
Will do. Thank you very much, Mingus. You've been very helpful.
I do.
Alright, slick. I will then proceed to buy whatever materials I deem necessary for the work. I think it's gonna take like 2 weeks to do this. So
Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute. That's for sure. Yeah, you can. If you want to spend 200 gold pieces, you can get like diamonds and like some like sea gems. To kind of like put on the inside of the mask. And to get some glass and stuff. And yeah. And then the next one. Excuse me. Alex, do you want to take this
sure,
one?
why
I
not?
think you.
Okay, Faya. So you were just heading to the drama quarter. And like there's a pretty stark difference when going from the Gilded Quarter where you were to the Drama Quarter, it's very, like, drastic, the change immediately. And, like, you get out, and there's a whole ton of theaters around. There's a bunch of clothes shops and, like, a bunch of finery. And it's very, like... it's very much all about, like, flair, and everything here is very beautifully well made and well created. You end up making your way to kind of this central square area, and there's some people doing minor performances, and there's, like, little shops lined up all around, and a few theaters as well. As well as there's a few taverns where people are, like, doing performances and things everywhere as well. So, is there anything in particular you're looking for? Anything in particular you're looking to do?
Yeah. Well, quick question. The haberdasher? The man that... Yeah, I don't know if he's a I'm gonna call him a haberdasher. I don't know if he is in this. But, is his store in this part of town or no?
It's called... it's called Hats On, the Hat Maker.
Like,
I'm gonna head there.
Cool. Yeah, you head there. You find it pretty easily. It's in a pretty open area of town. And it's like it's like a pretty, like, most of the stuff on the outside of the shop is very, like, made up and very well. Like, it all looks very nice. There's a mannequin in the window that's dressed very nicely and very finely. These close-fitting suits and nice hats, very well-made hats. And as you enter, you're greeted by this human who's very well dressed. He's got, like, this nice suit on.
Wait, before I enter, before you describe this man, I am going. Well, no, actually, never mind.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I lied. I changed my mind.
You enter, and there's this very finely dressed man there. He's kind of standing at the counter. He's got this very nice suit on, this tight-fitting suit with a nice little vest over it. He's got a top hat on and a small cane. He says, "Hello. My name is Trim. How may I help you?"
Hi, I hear you're the man in town to talk to about
Yes.
hats, and I pull out the drawing of the hat and hat. Use the term loosely. I go, do you have something like this, or can you make something like this?
Yes. Well, I made something like that a little recently, and I have a little bit of a policy that I don't like to make anything I recently made. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to make something exactly like that. I could do some form of a crown or something similar.
Would you mind telling me who you sold this to?
I sold it to a noblewoman. Who was it exactly? I believe it was an elf by the name of Ajid. Who I think she owned a house at the closer to the edge of the Drama Quarter. It was quite close to the beacons, on the edge of the Drama Quarter and the thing. It's probably like a few streets down. I had it delivered there. I'm not really supposed to tell you all that, but...
Well, I thank you for your help.
If you want to reason with her, you could get it, but... She was a little... not the nicest person, if you say so myself.
I know you said you don't like to basically do commissions that you've done recently, but may I ask, roughly, something of that kind, what would it cost to get done?
I believe I made that one for 175 gold pieces.
What the heck for
They're
a hat?
very nice hats.
Nice hat.
Oh wow.
Nice hat.
like 2 silver, another.
Okay. I step out of the thing quickly. I peel off the seal, and I put the one I did on to like reseal it. I have one fake one good fake one. I put that on to like make it look all.
Yeah. Do you want to
untouched.
retcon that you did it
And
beforehand?
I enter
just
back
so
into
that-
this.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, we can do that. I'm gonna pull out, and then I pull it out, and I'm gonna be like, I forgot about this, but I found you out from the Archmage, and he told me to give this to you when I got here, and I hand it over to
Oh,
him.
thank you. And he kind of opens it up and reads the letter.
Can I gauge his reaction? I mean, I know what it says, so I would like to. Can I do like an insight on his, or like a
roll
meta
for
perception?
insight.
Wait, is this about like?
Insight?
Is this about? It's like a fair.
Yes. Well, not a fair, but like
It's toward night out, guys.
Yeah, like as he's reading it, like he seems a little annoyed, and you kind of hear him like mutter under his breath, like bastard.
Lovely.
I turn to him and I go, sir, I could really use this hat, and I'd rather this woman you say is difficult to work with.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll give you. Would you do it if I paid, let's say, 200 gold pieces for it, along with this note? I know the price of it. I know it was 175, but the man doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
I shall have to have some more.
That was going crazy.
But yes, I'll do it. Do you want me to make this drawing of this particular hat, or is there anything else in mind that you have for it?
I mean, I'd make it as ornate as you were willing to within this price range, whatever this price will get me. I mean, but along the lines of that, yes.
Very well. Is there a particular place you would like me to? It will probably take a few days to have it made. Is there a particular place that you would like it to be? Yeah.
Sent to? Yeah. I described the location of Frozen's house.
Yeah, you give
Yep.
you give the address.
He writes it down. Okay. I would like if you wouldn't mind, the down payment now. The full price now.
Full price. That's 200. We said. Yeah. Okay. I give it to him.
Takes it and counts it all out. Okay. Thank you very much for your business. I shall have that sent to you within the week. Probably only a few days though.
Okay. Thank you. And I have one last thing I want to do while I'm in the drama.
Okay.
The time.
Pan flute.
No. I'm gonna head to not maybe the best looking theater, but like a middle class theater. Okay, wherever that one may be.
Yeah,
there's
there's several theaters.
Oh, there's so
around.
many.
Yeah. Just one, the nearest like middle of the road
theater. Okay.
Yes.
You find one called the Rose. It's a little out of the way. They've got a nice sign that says the Rose, and across directly. Actually, you find two. There's the Rose, and directly across from it is the Globe. And they're both.
The Globe?
Yeah.
That's not a middle of the road theater.
What is here?
It's the middle of the road in our books. Fuck off.
What are they called
The
again?
Rose
The
and the
what?
Globe. And they're directly across from each other.
Okay. I go to whatever one appears to be slightly busier, if there is one. Or go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and pick
Okay,
one, Alex.
you go to the Rose first.
Okay. I'm looking for someone who they work here.
Yeah, there's several people who look like they work here. It looks like they're doing a bit of a rehearsal right now, for production later. And so you just stop one of the random people who's working there. Okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
Ma'am, sir.
It's just an elf,
matter.
short, half elf.
Got it. Sick.
Yeah.
I say hi. Do you guys hire?
I mean, currently we're not really looking for anyone, but I mean, we're always open to
Even who?
new people during auditions.
I mean, I come. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have the time to audition today, but I have experience from the theaters in Tula.
Wonderful. Are you visiting or are you here to stay for a while?
I think I'll be out of town, or maybe unable to work for the next few days. But after that, I think I'll be here for a little bit, at least a week or so.
Well,
so if I could do like a weekend of things, or one show. I mean, I obviously understand auditioning is required.
yes. Well, currently we have a few performances going on throughout the week, but for
Or if you need, I'm also quite versed on the pan flute. So if you need like pre-music prior to the show, you know, ambience.
Currently, most of our performances are already for the showcase this week are already scheduled with people. But if
yeah, like I said, this week is not the best for me. But if next week you have
if
any,
you'd be willing to, though, we may have something you could do for us. If you're willing to do a little, under the table work.
and what
Well,
I'm not saying I have experience in that, but I'm also not saying I don't.
Desperate times.
she kind of like
I'm currently
takes you like through the theater a little bit, and she takes you upstairs, closer to like the balcony seats, I guess. But then like she kind of does a sharp turn, and you end up going to this like front area, and she takes you to a window, and she points out like literally directly across the street, and she says, there's a theater over there, the Globe, and they've been a thorn in our sides for a while.
Yes, you guys are across the street. That doesn't seem like the most ideal
Yeah,
circumstance.
you wouldn't think so, but this is how it's been for a while. But they're always trying to sabotage our performances, and they're always trying to outdo us and make us seem horrible. If you would be willing to, I don't know, meddle in some of their affairs, we'd be willing to pay you quite well for that.
You mean ruin some performances, or you know?
Maybe
do
not
you have anything more
necessarily
specific?
ruin particular performances, but, well, currently for the Festival of Creativity, in the next few weeks, we're going to have we were both accepted to do performances for the showcase, and if one of their players got sick because they ate something super bad and they weren't able to put on a show, then, well, it would certainly make
I see where
us
you're going. I believe.
good.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'll work on that. Give me some time, but plan on seeing me again within the next few weeks.
Okay. If you need any specifics, I have some connections.
You mean information?
Well, not necessarily information, but I have some connections to
Resources.
some of the shadier parts of town, if you will.
I pull out my old, I'm not currently wearing it, and I show him the patch. Does this mean anything to you?
What patch are you?
Would he recognize it? It's the thieves. It's the performers. I forgot the name of my
the
guild.
Street Artists
I'm totally
Collective?
mind blank, but it's yeah, it's the Street Artists Collective patch. Would he?
No, she doesn't recognize it. It's just because it's...
Okay, well, let's let's just say apparently my theater and yours have a lot in common. I would like to know, the names of some people maybe I can get in touch with for some resources.
There is a small tavern across the city, closer to the Fisherman's Alley, at the edges of the Fisherman's Alley, called the Kraken's Cove.
Kraken's
Yes,
Cove?
that's the name of it. Called the Kraken's Cove. If you go there, there's a few people there who have experience with some of the, let's say more poisonous side of the city.
I too have experience in that. I have lost my kit along the journey. This would not be my first rodeo,
Well,
as they
if
say.
you were to head there and obtain some things, maybe not necessarily deadly, but if you were to obtain some things and their main player or something were to happen to have an accident, then we would be willing to reward you for that.
Okay, consider it done. Just give me a few weeks, and
Very
I'll
well.
see to it.
I shall hope to see you again soon.
And I shake her hand. He said it was a female half elf, and I'm gonna head back to the house.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Awesome. Okay. Then that leaves Guinevere. You're just going back to your tavern, correct?
How much time has passed with all that going down?
Well,
Okay.
where were you? It took you like about 15 minutes. Cinderjack and Frozier's probably took like probably an hour. Thias also took some time, maybe like half an hour, 15 minutes. And Sylvius's was quite quick.
Because I was gonna say,
But you said before at the end of your little expedition you were heading back to where Frozier's house was.
and I couldn't
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it because I got lost.
Yeah.
So-
I was gonna say, if I felt restless, like at the tavern for enough time, then I'll just like go to the library. And is this library like the other Cobalt Soul libraries that like you can spar with the monks in?
You would have to be a member to do that.
Okay.
You have to be a member of the Cobalt Soul. You'd have to be a member of the temple.
Oh, that's.
They're not just gonna let anyone come in and beat up their monks.
I mean, I'm a fellow monk.
Yeah, but they're not gonna just like be like, "Oh, you're a monk? Yeah, come fight our monks." That way, if something happens, we don't have monks anymore.
Fine. Then I'm just gonna go to the library, go back to my hibernation position.
There, probably what happens is by the time you go back to the tavern, you hang out, you go back to the library. As you arrive there, the 5 of them are leaving.
Do they see me?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you weren't making you. It's not like you were stealthing your way there.
You're walking the city streets.
I mean, are they actively looking?
I mean,
Hopefully.
with
Not.
Jack's
No.
passive perception, I would say yes.
Okay.
They are.
Who would
Jack's
notice
really
it?
high. Jack's
Cool.
passive perception is like a
17. I
It's
think.
very high.
Jesus Christ, man.
You're not getting past the 2 rows.
I got you past you one time, man.
This is what you get for fucking running with rogues, dude.
I didn't run away though.
You rolled a natural 20. We couldn't beat that.
That is true.
There's
One of you
no-
guys should take observant one of these days. I think it'd be really funny.
I'm getting the one next that gives me +5 initiative because
Alerts.
that's
Oh,
be
alert.
unstoppable.
Oh, alert
Ooh.
and observant. Let's go. Anyway, so yeah, you
Cool.
guys,
Back with the party.
yeah, walking out. Jack, you spot Guinevere, same height as you, walking up the steps. As you guys are leaving the library, you guys want to do anything?
What's she doing here?
Walking up the steps again. Guinevere, you spot them. It's not like they're
Yeah.
a particularly hard group to spot. It's a middleman, a dragonborn, a halfling, a human, and a dwarf currently.
It's the
Okay.
fucking gang.
Well, to be fair, I only know him
That's
as a
true.
dwarf, so
Yeah, you don't know he's not a dwarf, but he's a dwarf currently.
he's a dwarf. So I guess I go up with him.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask what brings her here. What's cracking, man? What's up?
I mean,
Let's go. with it.
I had some business to attend to, and my business is complete.
I meant like
Kind of
library.
business.
What?
Why were you at the library? Yes.
Why was I at the library? Well, it seems like this is a meeting hub. It was before. What?
I mean, I guess. Are you meeting anybody?
You people!
Oh.
What?
Hey, I didn't know you were still looking for us. I'm
Did you
sorry.
think I was
didn't
gonna
know
get
you were
rid of you
still on
last week?
other matters to attend to.
No, I told you, my matters are complete.
Alright, whatever. Let's roll. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Wow.
Jack is really giving up.
Listen, man, this is not the first time the people in this party have kept their secrets from me, and it has just gone poorly
You
every
guys
time.
asked.
You
You
know,
guys
what is your business?
Did.
Okay,
What
did
is
ask.
your
They
business?
did ask.
No, we were
I'm
walking.
trying
This
to
is when we converse as a team.
No, we had stuff to do.
We travel. When we walk, we talk.
We have
No.
literally nothing to do right now.
Yeah, that's why we walk and talk.
Yeah,
We're trying
everyone.
to find things to do.
Well,
Like
what
to-
are we gonna do now?
It is 6 o'clock. Everybody is at it's probably like 6-7 o'clock at night. Everyone's back at Frosieren's house. There's now basic furniture in the house.
Wait, I thought Frosieren didn't buy furniture. How
My-
did the furniture appear?
Stole it.
He stole it.
There's no furniture in the house.
There's once again still no furniture in
Okay.
the house.
We don't
Wait,
believe in that.
Hannah,
Wait,
I
I
have
might
a
have been
question.
Tiny hut.
Yeah, I might
Is
have to
there
go
a
soon.
stick anywhere near Frosieren's
A
house?
stick?
Yes, it's a stick.
Sure.
Sure. Yes. There's
Can
a
I
small
mark
stick.
on the ground so I don't forget where it is?
Yes. It is a beautiful tune.
No, I won't perform in the streets. I'm performing outside the house.
Yeah, you're just walking up to the house, and it's like it's not the
Bob
mad
hippies come by.
version of
I
Ha
have
Ha.
nothing. I have nothing to put money in, but like I want.
People are watching. They like it.
Do I have any? I'm searching myself. I don't think I have like a cup. No, I
It
never.
would only be nice if you had a hat.
I don't wear a hat. Oh no. I have a cloak. I pull it off and I like form like a nest with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What?
And
You
I sit
would?
on- Yeah, I have a cloak. Like a yeah. It's just a plain black cloak.
You get 4 gold pieces.
That's a skim. That's a rip off for a natural money on the hand. Okay.
A gold piece is literally what you make in a day of work. That's amazing. That's like if someone gave you $300.
Yeah, you guys gotta remember an adventurer economy versus normal person economy. 20 gold pieces for education a month? That's Drexel price right there.
Yeah.
That's expensive shit. Like
And I paid $200 for a hat. I gotta earn it.
200, yeah.
It's
that's
a
some
really
rich
nice
people
hat.
shit
Like
right
it's
there.
actually made of gold.
Yeah. Man, it's
You're
just
not
like,
gonna wear
That's
that,
true,
then.
actually.
I'm not
Down your
wearing
gold
it.
pieces.
I
makes
have
the
no
crown.
plan of wearing it. I need to get in a man's good graces, okay?
Okay. So are we at Frosieren's house now?
Everybody is at Frosieren's house right
I
now.
also have to go soon.
Yeah, it is 10:50.
Yeah,
So-
and I did say I had to go a couple minutes early.
Yeah,
And
I
I believe
think
I
I
do.
think what
Yeah.
we'll do is everybody's back together.
Um,
The party's not split.
That's true. Finally.
We'll end it here before the party gets split once more.
All right. Okay.
You know,
What's up,
he
guys?
gave me a solo quest.
I'll
Now
text you
I just
soon.
want to get it.
Adios, my
See ya.
friends.
See ya, Evan.
Right.
Okay, let me pull up the XP for today.
Did we do a lot? Oh.
We did
No.
stuff. I
Learn
still
some
give you
more.
XP.
Yeah, you guys
learned
still get
more.
experience for
We did learn.
existing.
I am so close to completing a short-term goal.
That's
So-
true, you are pretty
A
close.
few more days and we get that.
Okay, let me get my calculator
But
out.
it hasn't been done yet because I have not
Okay.
received it yet.
Everyone gains experience points equal to their level times 50. So you guys are level 8 now. Woo! Times 50. Everyone gains experience points for stuff you determined by us. No.
That would have been encountered.
All no combat encounters today. Sorry about that, guys. All characters gain experience points equal to the level times 200, times 100 if at least one character completed a short-term goal. Did no one complete a short-term goal? I don't
I'd
think.
say whenever I get the hat, we can count.
Yeah, that's a short-term goal. I would say that. Yeah. All characters gain experience points equal to the level times 25. Did anybody? No one attuned to a new magic item. Did anybody invoke their bond, ideal, or flaw to make a meaningful impact?
I was gonna say, like, I don't think anyone cared about the stuttering.
I was
What?
gonna ask about that, but like you only stuttered in front of the Empyrean.
I've been having some speech problems of my own that day, so I didn't judge you at that stage.
I don't stutter.
I'll give that.
Okay.
I'll give that. I'm feeling generous.
So what,
We're not gonna
200,
get points
right?
anywhere else, really.
Yeah. Did anybody develop a character developed a new or existing relationship in a meaningful way?
Okay.
Mingus!
Oh, Mingus!
Mingus! And the Empyrean! You guys met the Empyrean. So you guys met her. That's pretty dope. I keep not typing correctly. A character discovered a piece of interesting, useful, and/or secret lore about the world or an NPC. You guys did learn interesting stuff about the Congregate and about the Silence, about what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You did learn anything about Zethryndor, though.
The dragon.
The dragon. You guys still don't know anything about them.
I learned that apparently, no matter where you are, theaters are questionable.
Yeah. A character uses a skill or spell to solve a problem in an interesting or meaningful way.
Do you have any?
Use spells.
I don't think anyone
any
used
spells.
skills or
Yeah.
spells this session.
There's a lot of talking. The party undertook a perilous journey that took time to complete. No. A character failed a significant role that resulted in wasted resources, a negative relationship with an NPC, an injury, or some other major drawback.
I wouldn't say my iffy persuasion check was.
No.
I
I feel like
didn't really waste anything.
wasting would be like us getting lost for 8 hours.
I mean, I got lost for 10
Yeah.
minutes, and then I just, like, fuck
Yeah,
it.
I think we failed like 5 rolls once for like
And
navigation.
then you guys, a character took actions that made a major impact in the world or local area for better or for worse.
Not yet. I
Not
think we're
yet.
on the way in several instances.
Wait, I have
Yeah.
a question, Hannah.
Mm.
About the short-term goal thing. I don't think getting my bard stuff is considered short-term goal, is it?
No, because
Yeah.
because that's more like you multi-class. So
Yeah.
it's like it's more like thematically.
That's the reward.
That is your reward.
Gotcha.
And also now you have a connection at the College of Magical Arts.
I do.
Yeah, so I think let's do one. And then yeah, did anybody make a major impact? Do you guys think you guys made a major impact with anything?
Not.
Not
No one even
yet.
knows our names.
Speak for yourself.
Cool.
All right. Everybody gets 1,000
1,000
XP
bucks.
flat.
Wow, that's sad. Nah, I don't think really anyone does know our name.
What are we
Minus-
actually now?
37. 275.
Alex,
37 to 75.
Yes.
275. Yeah. That's
okay.
it.
Henry, if you've watched this far, so you already had to type
And then
what
he
was
had
it,
to do
book?
tortillas.
And tortillas, and also popsicles.
Oh, I thought I was just doing the popsicles. But yeah, do popsicles as well.
And you have to find Guinevere on the map. Like, where's Waldo Style?
I mean, this
Also-
kind of discredits like him having to go through the entire video.
Yeah,
Just-
That's true.
right.
Cut it out.
Okay, this,
No, no,
this
when?
video is going to
No,
be
no, when?
painfully boring to watch, though.
That's
We
true.
didn't do
Everyone-
anything.
I mean,
Yeah,
there was a lot
Yeah,
of
you
good
learned
information this
information.
session, though, that you guys learned.
I'm really surprised Quinn stayed through if she's still watching
I
right
think she is.
now. I'm real surprised if she made
This
it all
wasn't
the
our
way
most
through.
interesting.
We
I
have
think this-
fallen asleep.
I have a question. Who is Quinn's favorite character
That's
so
a
far?
good question.
Who
I'll
is
ask
Quinn's
you that.
favorite
Ooh,
character so far?
important.
Quinn, put it in the chat.
If you're still watching, if not,
Does
I'm
say that
PMing you
she's
anyway.
still
So
on.
Alright, don't forget, it does say, okay. There's no way to force a meeting with Ortag, is there, like, in the sleepy dreams?
I mean, nothing
I
that
think-
you know of.
I
I'm
think
trying to, like, you know, like, when you think about something before you go to bed, and, like, you're thinking about it, like, that's the goal.
Try eating one of the magic berries.
You know,
No.
I think that if you either do the thing with a theater company, you can be like, "Hey, that's a little bit of chaos. Can I get my stuff back so I can do something a little bit more
Yeah,
major?"
no, that is
You
good.
paint a dick
Don't
on
show
their
up
set.
after you kill your
I don't think
actor.
you can't make it permanent. People, like, I think he has my hope because, like, I can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, the things that are going to involve me doing that, he took my skills. Like, I have a 10 in dexterity and charisma.
You're fine. You have expertise in like half your skills.
Doesn't have a 10 in dexterity. Actually, no. I have a 10 in everything
Yeah,
except
but, like,
dexterity.
those are my 2 skills.
Dude,
know what I
those
mean?
are her 2 skills.
Like,
Both
if you,
are
yeah, like, I'll, like, show you, like, my, like, what I've checked off. Like, my deception. Still high, still a 6. My stealth, still pretty okay. But that's his expertise. But, like, things I used to have 9s and, like, stuff that are gone. Like, I'm pretty much...
A normal
Oh, and
person.
my AC is an 11. That's what you don't understand.
Okay, guys, the response from Quinn. Quinn says her favorite NPC currently is Mingus do be kind of vibing. I'm quoting her right now. And PC, Guinevere is deep, but I do be liking Yttrium.
Yeah.
I like Yttrium, who not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yttrium's cool. Who
Yttrium is-
doesn't like Metal Robot Man?
Yeah, Yttrium cool. Man's not using fine speed. A little upset. If I was a paladin, I wouldn't walk anywhere.
Anyway, Henry, if you got this far in the video, your task for next week when we start next session, no, you don't have to do it when you start next session. You have to compliment each one of us.
He won't do that.
Ooh,
Even
that-
if
I
he
think
wants.
even if he
know.
does watch, he
do it
won't.
even if he
Compliment one of us. Okay, that's a lot for you. Compliment one of us
Okay.
privately. You don't have to
Wait,
do it
no,
in front
but
of
then how would
everyone.
we know that it would
but-
happen?
Someone.
Well,
Because they'll tell us.
Okay.
Yes. They'll be like Henry did it.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be like,
cool.
Henry did it. Done. Check mark.
Okay.
Check mark box. We're just giving them all homework now at this point. Okay, I think this is a good time
Okay.
to call the stream. So,